How's it going, people? And welcome back to the Jumper Punch channel. And I'm Mars. This is Brown Paper Trades, Day 6, emergency meeting style. So I will be bringing in a host of people, So this will be very interesting. We'll get a whole host of thoughts and opinions on what's happened so far in the week with Carlton's trade news. You already know my opinions from the past couple of weeks if you've been watching. Yeah, interesting. If you haven't hit the like button already, make sure you hit the like button. Smash the dislike if you hate my head, as I always say. I know a lot of people hate my head and they hate my opinions, but you know what? Suck eggs. If you want to join the discussion, get in the live chat. If you're watching this after it's been live, make sure you drop a comment down below and I'll be sure to review it. Let's bring in tonight's guests. Who we got tonight? We got Rocco. Ciao, Rocco. How are you?
Ciao.
You good?
Very good. Just nice, relaxing time. Just watching all the stars come in one at a time, building this super team.
Rejuvenating the batteries.
Oh, loving it.
Got Aiden. How's the bed? How's the back? Good?
Yeah, it's great. It's fantastic.
Kind of shoulders up tonight, which is good. That's good. I like that. Different look.
Thank you very much, mate.
I'm still sus, man. I reckon there's no pants below there, but anyway.
A newcomer to the emergency
meeting.
Hello,
mate.
Dad?
Good, boys. I'm well. I am well and keen.
I'm keen to see your opinions on this so far. We've seen Jad. He's been across Blue Abroad, been across a whole host of shows. Best known for his, what can we say? Your little outbursts. Outspoken opinion.
Regrettably, mate. So.
Nothing's regrettable, mate. You speak on what you see. It's all truthful and what you feel. All opinions,
I
mate.
Guess.
No one's going to die
right.
you saying they're shit. They're fucking crap. Peter, how are you?
Hey, pretty good.
Yes, sir. What's going on?
How's that?
What'd you eat tonight?
Pretty good, mate. Not much, mate.
Did that just fall from the back?
Yeah.
Bro, the Casbolt jersey fell from the back. The one that my brother got me. Oh, I'm spewing. Absolutely spewing. And then we got only Carlton. Tush, how are you?
Good, bro. Living the dream. Charlie Curnow's leaving the fucking club. I'm so happy.
Yeah, a lot of people
straight into it. He doesn't stuff around. Straight into it.
A lot of people are happy with this. And then we do have some guests coming in very soon as well. We got someone waiting in the background that we haven't seen for a couple of weeks or maybe a few weeks. Big Vincenzo. So stay tuned for him as well. So it's going to be a good one tonight. Again, if you're in the live right now, make sure you smash the like. Helps out a lot. I know I said it a million times, but it does help out a lot. And if you're a member of the channel right now, we are converting. So we're going cheaper with how much you're going to pay. So if you want to change your subscription, you can change. If you want to keep it the same, keep it the same. There's going to be a $2 one, so gold coin donation. They can get rid of all your ads. I would love to take ads off, and I wish we were all millionaires, but it does help out a lot. It helps fund what's to come in the future as well. And look, if you want to really support us, there is a $10 one as well, and there's I'm pretty sure I put a $4 one. So look, trying to accommodate everyone. Look, if you don't want to support us with your money, support us with your likes and comments. So yeah, let's get right into it because I'm keen for this. I'm keen to get some other people's opinions on what has occurred this week and this week across Carlton only, because we don't care about anyone else, do we? We only care about ourselves, and that's life. Where do we start? Do we start with the heavy hitter? Do we start? Look here. Look, relax. Only Carlton, a tush. Relax. He's like he's like a greyhound at the meadows, raring to come out of the bolt. Let me out. See, look, everything's fallen. But all right, we'll start where everyone wants to go. Charlie Curnow.
Can I take the floor, bro? Fuck that guy.
The floor is yours.
Bro, he's a dog. Like, I'm trying my hardest not to say the C word, but that's exactly what he is, bro. Twerking with the Geelong players for the last 3 weeks. Bro, it makes me sick. Bro, my birthday was 2 weeks ago. I wholeheartedly spent 80% of my birthday crashing out over Charlie Curnow. Wholeheartedly. I was out with the boys. I'm with my best man. I'm talking to him like, man, I can't believe this guy's leaving. You know, but honestly, it's for the better. Honestly, it's for the better because if he wants to leave, we can't let him stay. Right? And I understand the whole argument where, you know, we can't take low picks from, you know, we can't take unders, right? I agree. I'm not taking pick like Geelong's offer three first round picks where it's like pick 20. That's not a good offer. But Hayward in a first rounder or Hayward and 2 first rounders, that is acceptable, especially for a player that doesn't want to be there. If he stays at the club, I said this a couple days ago. If he stays at the club, we're finished. We're so fucked.
I just
agree.
quickly, before you go, before I forget, could we just say hi to Manny Costco? He's a big Collingwood supporter, and I think he's in Greece. I'm not sure if he's still in Greece. So,
where is Manny? Where is he? Is he in the chat?
Yes, Manny.
Hey, boys.
Yes,
Sorry, Manny Costa. I'm going to put your clips up on the channel as well. You're one funny bastard. We got to catch up too as well.
Hey, I've had Chad. We might see a little bit more of him next year. So
all right, Child of Manny Costa and child of everyone that's in the chat right now. We appreciate you all being here tonight. I know it's a Saturday. I know it's the off season, but hey, you know what? Give the people what they want. So, Chad, take Curnow.
Yeah. Well, honestly, man, I think we can get maybe too emotional about it and forget how valuable a player like that is, to be honest. I'm not really in either camp where he has to go or he has to stay. But I think we've got to be careful with saying, fuck him, he can go. And then next year you watch him win a flag for Sydney. You got to be really careful with that. These are full forwards. They don't grow on trees. In saying that, I don't know. If he stays, I'm cool with it. If he goes, I'm probably a little more cool with it. But honestly, I think he could be turned around if he does stay. But I think the club's got to be clear with us in the direction they're going if they're going to trade him. Don't sit there and say, oh, you know, just state what we're actually doing. Because if we're going through a 2-year rebuild, a 3-year rebuild, state it. I think that's my issue with the place is that they don't seem to be transparent in what they're actually doing. So they'll say, oh, we're still contending. Oh, but we're going to trade Curnow, but we're going to get Hayward in and who else in. But just be clear with what you're doing. In my opinion, this list failed. And I'm sure many of your opinions you might agree. So if he goes, it's not like I'm not going to be shattered because I just think that version of the list is cooked. They already have, most of them are going in anyway. Silvani, TDK. But I think we've got to be careful when we say fuck him, he's got to go.
Do you reckon maybe they have changed their tune a little bit on the Charlie Curnow situation? Because look, at the start of the trade period and before the start of the trade period, Chris Davies and Graham Wright came out and said, look, he's a required player. We're not expecting him to go anywhere. Along those lines, just paraphrasing. Obviously, you can't take a player's word for it when they say, I'm not going anywhere. I'm a contracted player next year. I'm going to be at Carlton. But going into the trade period now and then Geelong coming with their first round picks, putting that up, and we know what that's it. Like, it's just that's the only thing they could probably offer at the moment. But then Chris Davies comes and says, look, we'll look at other offers. So do you think that they know he's gone?
I think he's definitely for sale.
Yeah.
But I don't necessarily think that means he's gone either.
Okay.
I take him sort of at face value. If they're saying we'd like him to stay, I believe that.
Yeah.
But I also believe if let's say Sydney come with Hayward and 2 firsts, they might say yeah. But you know, I like. Yeah, sorry, go.
No, I was sorry to cut you off.
No, you're good. You're good.
Would you take that?
Yeah, only if Hayward's involved.
Yeah.
It can't be Florent and 2 firsts. It's got to be Hayward.
Yeah.
For me, and I'm happy.
Aiden, what do you make of it?
Yeah, I agree with Jad. Everything that he said. I'm kind of on the fence with the whole Charlie thing. Like, you don't want a player that doesn't want to be there, because if he stays, then I mean, he would have to build a lot of trust back within the group and the playing group and everything like that. But if he goes, then I'm sure that the club will try and find a reasonable, good offer to let him go. I would take Haywood in 2 first, but I would also ask for Papley as well, another player. But again, if he stays, he stays. If he doesn't, he doesn't. I don't really care. So that's how I see it.
Now, before I go to Peter, Slobbo 299, thank you very much. The lads, this is better than Kittens and Jim Beam. Thank you. It probably isn't, but yeah. Nick, Mars, the warrior I have is Harry. Is a concussion or 2 away from ending his career. Who takes his spot? If Curnow isn't there, Lemmy is gone. Please ask the question. Well, there it is. I'll throw it to Peter.
Good question. All right, last week I said to myself that this is going to be a deadlock, but it's kind of going to the point where he's almost good as gone. Only if Haywood is involved in that deal, not just Florence. And also, I like the fact you got 2 first rounds, like was it pick 9 and future first? Yes. Future, yep. So, mate, even if they decided to pull the plug, well, because if you look at what's happened with Petrarca, I'm following that one very closely, because last year he was almost out the door, and then a year later he's possibly going to get to the Gold Coast Suns. So that might happen as well. But I'm kind of now slightly leaning towards him leaving for the right price.
And what is the right price? That's the real question.
Oh, the right price. Haywood, 2 first rounders. If you can possibly add the future pick 2020, future first 2027 with a pick coming back, like a future second coming back, then done deal.
Rocco, I thought I'd leave the words of wisdom till last.
Nah, there's no wisdom here, mate. With Curnow, I'll have to say what Jad said about they're hard to find. They are hard to find. They are hard to find forwards. But the way I look at it is Curnow going to be there for our premiership?
Nope.
I don't think so. Unless we win one in the next 3 years, I don't think he's going to be there. So it's time to make the move now while we get something for him. Has our forward line been working? Like with Curnow and Mackay, you might say 23 it kind of worked and we got to a preliminary, but has it really worked? I think it's time to make a new move. I think it's time. I'm excited about getting who did we pick up from the Suns? Ainsworth. I'm happy with Harry being up there, you know what I mean, and maybe having a bit of a different kind of look, because it's really not working. Now, I don't know if it's not working because they just can't work together. I don't know if it's not working because our coaches aren't good enough to make it work, but it hasn't worked. It hasn't worked the whole time, and it's time to move. And as far as like him going to win a flag at Sydney, I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit if he goes over there and wins a flag. It's got nothing to do with us. And does he stay or does he go? Well, at the end of the day, like he's had 2 medicals. He's had 2 medicals. I mean, you can't get more than I want to go than having 2 medicals in front of your face, right? So to me, he's gone. If he ends up staying, well, yeah, he's got to be professional. He's got to play his game and he's got to make sure he stands up. And I'm sure the leaders are going to look to him and say, listen, you do what's best for you, but if you don't go, you better be ready day 1 of pre-season and make sure you're ready to go in for a whole year. That's what I think they need to say to him. So to me, he has to go now. He's got to go now. He's laid out his cards. He said that he wants to say, we make sure we get the best deal possible for him, whatever that deal is. But in saying that, we can't give him away for nothing just because he wants him and Sydney want him. We can't. We've got to stand our ground. But now that there's 2 clubs kind of involved, I reckon it's nice now because that means there's a little bit of a bidding war.
Dynamic Hypnotic says, what about Rowbottom, Haywood, and a first?
With Rowbottom, about an hour ago, Collingwood were looking into him. So if Collingwood, due to the fact that the Simpkin deal might involve 2 firsts from Collingwood's end, they might think Rowbottom. But the pick, if they do a deal with Rowbottom, Collingwood, hypothetically, they might use that pick as a part of that Charlie trade. You never know. Just watch your space. It's too early to say.
Yeah, if they, I don't know, I would probably take. Look, if it's 2 first rounders, Haywood and Ollie Florent, like they have to give up now. They're going to have to give up a lot to get him. And as I said the whole week, that their forward line, their key forwards, I reckon they're some of the worst key forwards you'll see in the comp.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even joking when I say that too. Yeah, Amadi's kicked 10 in a game, but what's he done after that? Like, yeah, he might bob up and kick maybe 2 or 3, but he's not like, you're not hanging your hat on it, like going, geez, yeah, fuck, Amadi's going to get us out of danger today, is he? Instead, if you got Charlie Curnow there, you're going, yeah, fuck, if nothing's going well, kick it to Charlie and he'll make something work. So, look, I think that they need him more. Like, we need him too. Like, I'd love him to stay, but that's not going to happen, and that's not eventuating. So it's as simple as
they
that.
need him for 2 reasons, Mars. They need him because they need a forward, first of all, and they need him because they need that big player to come over. They've got the Lockets, they got the, we're a Tippett,
Buddy Franklin, Tippett.
Buddy Franklin. They always need that because they need more than just a player. They need a marketing person. They need him, and they know that. Behind the scenes, they're going to work to get Curnow over because it's more than just a player for them.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna touch on that, right? So the good thing for us, listening to their list manager as well the other day, they're not doing a dog Andrew Mackey bullshit. Oh, we'll give you package up some late picks in the teens and the 20s and label them first round picks. Like, listening to their Sydney list manager, he knows they're gonna have to pay up the arse. So, and I like that. Like, they look prepared. They're all in, as you touched on, Rocco. Like, that's why, apparently they told, what's his name, Florent, to look elsewhere.
Yep.
I saw that before. So, whether if that means to Carlton or not, but they know they've got to move players in to get him and to satisfy us. So that's good for us. The Geelong thing pissed me off, though. And I'm so sick of that fucking club, man. I'm over them.
That's what they do, isn't it? They just try.
It's disgusting.
That's
why they're
one of the best in the business. But it opened up the talk line. The talk show was happening, mate. When I saw that, I saw it come in live, and I was doing it, and I'm thinking, shit, 3 first rounders. And then after, I had to look at it properly and go, well, they're going to finish top 4 for the next 2-3 years anyway. So they're going to be 16 to 20. So, like, what are you doing with that? Give me 5 first rounders and then I'm thinking about it. Yeah. If it's 5 first rounders, hey, they're selling the dream for him. But look, it is what it is. Slobo 799. Curnow will be a way better player at Sydney. Better culture. Watch how he will know that he will have to pull his head in at Sydney. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's just a frayed relationship now at Carlton. How do we replace 60 goals a year? Now, I've seen this a lot in our in our comments.
We good?
Now, somebody said that he's kicked 70 to 80 goals for the past 3 seasons. If you actually go look at the stats, he's only kicked 70 goals once.
Yeah.
In his past 3 seasons. So, look, you're going to be replacing on average 50 to 60. Yeah, on his year, can he kick 80? 100%. But it's 50 plus, and I think we can replace that. Ainsworth comes in. I was having a chat to Dylan today, Rocco, your son, for people that don't know, is that I saw Ainsworth come in and I'm going, handy pickup. I think it's a great pickup. It's an upgrade on Durden. He can play that half forward role, but can also pinch hit through the midfield as well if you need to. Like, throw him in once or twice. Not saying like 4 or 5, once or twice in a game. You probably pinch hit for, let's say, 15 plus goals, 20 goals a year. And then if you can get Haywood across, he'd give you 30 a year, just on average, on averages. If we're going on average, 30 a year. Best year, 40. And then Harry becomes the focal point where you're kicking it to him more instead of Charlie more. And what can he do? You know he can put 50 in. You know he can. He's proven it. So the ball going down towards him more often than not, he could kick you 60, 70. He's got the capabilities to do it. We know that. And yes, people are going to say the concussions, but look, you train, and you can
got
get better.
Brody
At
Kemp.
that. Brody
As a
Kemp, yeah.
stand, you got Brody. Yep.
Ashton Moyer comes in. I think it's a more dynamic forward line. That's what I've been saying. Something
I
different.
agree, man. I think we need to change this up. I always go back to Richmond in 2017. They lost a couple of key forwards. They lost, I remember at the start of the year, and they changed the whole dynamic of the team. Mate, they went small. Castagna, all those I can't name. Well, they all went and they started kicking goals and they went on to win the next, 3 out of 4. It's got to be more dynamic. How's this just stale, man? Like I turnover.
I hear this one a lot too. Who kicks your goals? Motlop will get you 20 minimum. I'm just going to say, I'm saying, let's just go bare minimums. Motlop gets you 20. Frankie Evans will get you minimum 20. Let's go Ainsworth 15. If you get Hayward, that's 30. And you chuck in Harry Mackay there's 50.
Kemp.
That's just going on their base averages. I'm just going off average.
Frankie Evans, he's going to come in with another
20. He gives you minimum 20.
Yeah.
So,
What about Kemp?
Brody,
His first few games, he kicked like 3 or 4.
Look, he might kick you 20 odd. Ashton Moyer, he might end the year with 15 or 20. It just depends on what's
saying like Motlop too funny and that like Motlop. What did Motlop kick this year?
17.
Yeah.
So he kicked 17 and everyone's saying
everyone's losing their mind.
He's had a pretty ordinary year with 17, right?
Yep.
So just say he lifts just 10%. He's going to get you your 20, 25, So, so it's not like he's coming from a zero ground base, man. The bloke's still kicking 17 and everyone's reckons he had an ordinary year.
It also changes the way we enter the forward line as well.
Yeah.
Like we've been bombing. When TDK's in there, when Harry's in there, when Charlie's in there, what do? It's just long entries from 80, 90 out, expecting them to mark. And now you got to lower your eyes. Charlie's not there. If he's not there next year, you lower your eyes now. We probably play better football.
Yep.
It's selfless.
I think the loss of if Charlie goes, I think you may make Boss rethink his game plan as well, having that one huge forward.
Yep.
As well.
Yeah, you're gonna have to find different ways to move the ball.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
More
that's
advanced modern ways. If you look at I was just looking at some stats. So in 2023, Curnow kicked 81. Our second leading goal scorer was Mackay with 30, and then third was Owies with 27, Motlop 24, and then Jack Martin 17. So we've never had like an even spread of goal kickers ever, right?
Yep.
Maybe that's what we need. If we have, instead of Curnow kicking 80, if we have 3 players that kick 30 each, right? I'm happy with that. That is the way to move forward, right? You don't want to be too heavily reliant on one player.
I agree 100%. That's why I'm excited about this.
Logan says
you look forward line.
Interested to see what we do with the picks back from Swans. Hold the future, of course, but we could be something to play out with pick 9 and 11, maybe another player. Well, I think that
Walter.
Walter, but Ryan D,
Humphrey.
I like the DP, Maven Huffman from the WWE. Mars, why do you want Butters? That's not what we need. He isn't a goal kicking mid. We need a player like Zach Bailey. Well, you're not going to get Zach Bailey. You're probably going to, because he's going to stay there this year. It'd be the end of next year. Zach Butters gives us a different dimension in our midfield. And if you don't think that, well then, I don't know what to tell you.
I can't believe that rhetoric I'm starting to see. We don't need Butters. Good Lord.
We need 4 Butters.
Butters.
Like 4 of him.
Nah, that's crazy.
He'd be perfect for our midfield, man. You chuck him. You chuck little the new player we're getting. What's his name? The one who didn't play last year.
Who? Jagger Smith.
Look at Jagger Smith. We don't know what he's going to do. You know what I mean? He's a bit of an outside, and he's a nice deliverer of the ball apparently. And then you got this Chesser. I mean, we don't know much about him, but he's going to give you something different there, So, like it's going to be interesting. I'm actually excited to see, mate. Our game style has just been so stale and so one-dimensional for ages, man. I'm just looking forward to just.
Balia. Blues should reach out to GC and push again for Jed Walter as he's now getting pushed back due to Jamara. Could be a
Oh,
way
yeah.
with the
Another one.
GC, tie that in somehow. Well, the picks
But is
go
this
some
the
way.
too tall argument again? Like,
Yeah.
you know, the two
Right.
talls. Like, you just need one, don't you? Like, and this was apparent 10 years ago, and then this is my mate. You're gonna get me started on the direction of the club and the decision makers. Like in an era where the two tall forwards never work, we decided to rebuild around two talls. I don't get it, man. I don't get it.
If you look at Hawthorn and all the other top 4 teams like Collingwood, I think besides from Adelaide, I mean that didn't work in the finals, but Hawthorn, Collingwood didn't even have a key forward when they won the flag, and Hawthorn for the last 2 years they haven't had a superstar key forward, and they've proven that smalls and medium talls are the new way heading forward, and I think that could work for us very well next year if Charlie goes. So yeah, you don't need two talls now.
Do you
Probably
reckon
one.
they might hang their not hopes, but with Brody Kemp coming back into the side too, because he plays a lot taller than he is, because he's got a good overhead mark. He's great in the air aerially as well. Do you think that they throw him back into the mix? Maybe not straight away, but
I think it might be bench rotations more than anything else. It might not be in that 18. It might be on rotations.
Yeah,
I reckon he's going to be
Well,
important.
maybe isn't what Karmas is for?
I'm going to mention Karmas.
He wants to play as a
be.
defender.
Yeah, he wants back.
But he can pinch it up forward.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he just lagged out. But yeah, that gets us onto Buku. Like, yeah, it's going to be an interesting deal to get done as well. I think this relies on, because I've been looking at our draft hand now, because we've used that pick 41 for Chesser. So what we have now at the moment at our disposal is a pick 10. So that'll be either used. That'll be used on Harry Dean. And then you've got pick 22, which is the Jack Silvani compensation, because things get pushed down a little bit. And then you've got 54, 67, and 72. So maybe we give up a future second rounder. But did we give out our future second rounder for?
Yeah, we gave it for Durham.
Ainsworth, yeah.
So it's going to be an interesting trade now. It becomes a little bit harder, I think. I think they'll get it done, but it's just how they get it done.
I think 22 might be useful, but there'll be a pick coming back. So I mean, they rejected 41, but that might be equal to like in the 30s. So it might be a win-win for both.
Might be. It might be.
You're getting calmness. Yeah, we'll see.
We offered them pick 40 and they rejected it, didn't they?
I think so.
Yeah. So
I don't think we offered them that pick. I think we're weighing between Chesser and Karmas, and in the end we gave it to Chesser. I think
Chester's pretty good, man. Like, if you watched his highlights, I don't know if you guys have looked into him. I actually watched a lot of his highlights, and him in the Waffle as well. He's actually a good ball user, and he's got speed. And if you listen to his interview on Trade Radio, he said, he's happy to play half forward, high half forward, like that role that we really need, that we missed this year. But predominantly he'll be played on the wing.
I don't think he'll play high half forward. He might roll through there, but Ben Ainsworth comes in, does that.
Yeah.
But he'll roll through that midfield type wing role where we could throw Walsh through that role as well. And look, you have to try and push our players now, like Blake Acres out of that role now.
Like Acres. Exactly.
Chesser's got to come in and take that now. Where Blake Acres would be for the now, and he's not, like, it might be for the now. Who knows where we finish next year, but you got to push that type of player out now. You need quality on the wing, and you can play multiple roles as well. I think you have to have versatility in your game in this day and age, where Acres is just wing, and you know what you're going to get every week from Blake Acres.
And you got Cottrell in the wings as well.
Yeah, if you can stay fit. But again, you want to push him out with Chesser as well.
And you still got to remember, we forgot that
Campos.
We still got the Camperellis, mate, to come in, and I'm not saying
Lucas.
I'm not saying they might not be ready, but still, like, they're also the future that we've got to be looking towards. Like they're talented kids, man, and at least one of them should be making their way into to the 22 next year, and it might be Lucas, and if he can hold that wing, and then we got maybe Chesser on the other one, and then you've got like Hollands too now. All of a sudden the wings start looking better than they have in the last 3 or 4 years.
Well, Chesser hasn't been playing because he was injured. And when he came in, I think he played the last 5 games. So I gave him a different look. If you actually go watch his last 5 games and go watch him, I actually watched all of his last games, and he can be a handy player with the right mix around him. And being at West Coast, so it's an environment where you're like, Jesus, like it's bleak, yeah? At the moment, it's bleak. And the savior there is Harley Reid. He comes into this midfield with age. I mean, you've got Chera, you've got Cripper, Walsh as well, and then also Jagger Smith comes in. Where does he play? I think he still plays on a half forward and rolls through there. I think you'll see him drift through the game. Like he'll be in there, but don't expect him to be predominantly in the midfield. Look, if he is, well then fuck, he must be doing like gangbusters. He must be going like gangbusters. But yeah, no. Look, it's you're gonna have to temper your expectations. There's gonna be games next year where we're absolutely horrible, but it is what it is now. Like I've already.
Do you think we're getting these players, and it's all good? It's going to be a little bit of a different dynamic to the team. I'm liking, but it's all about the way they're coached and how we're going to be playing this game next year. I mean, we can get Jesus Christ himself there. It's not going to change anything unless the coaching, and we have changed some of the coaching panels. So hopefully we get a new look into this game plan, because it's not about just the players. It's about the way they're going to be moving that ball. And at times last year, we were shocking the way we were moving that ball. And that's got to change this year somehow. I don't know how quickly they can do it, but I think that's the big issue with us.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, go.
Do you guys trust in or believe Boss has the ability to rebuild something?
No.
Yeah,
no.
That's how I feel, to be honest. So, like, I look at what we've done in the off season, and it looks like they're rebuilding the footy department. So, do you reckon it's a case of rebuild the department first, which has been failing much longer than Voss has been there, right? Because if you don't want to blame Voss, you can say that the department failed long before he got there. It failed Teague and it failed Bolton and whoever else before. So you rebuild that first, and then you go after, a senior coach when the market is a bit nicer. Because to be honest, the market did look pretty lean, and that's coming from me, who doesn't really know anything about, the coaching landscape. But it did seem lean, and didn't seem like there were that many options. So do you reckon it's a case of build it first and then we have a look? Because I don't think he's got it. And
I reckon that's exactly what they were thinking. This year when they had that emergency meeting and they approached other coaches, apparently, I think that's exactly what they were thinking. And there's no one out there to get that was really, I think they've just decided to keep Voss, but I think they've got other intentions. If they had complete faith in Voss, they would have said it. They would have extended they would have done everything. They didn't do any of that. They've just pretty much just said, you know what, we're just going to honour the contract for now. That's what it sounded like to me.
Yeah. Troy Garner says, what about McGovern as a forward? I don't think he'll be on the list.
Come on, man.
Crib a forward to start off with.
Far out. Zach R, does
Billy
Wilson
when you're so
get a
done
game
with
next
players?
year? Yeah. We're done.
You're done. McGovern's done.
Yeah, finished.
I think Wilson needs to start putting his foot on the pedal a little bit and start pushing Sard out of the side next year, because we saw glimpses last few games of the year. He was actually pretty decent. I like him a lot, and Sard's getting to that point now where he's not going to get any better. So I'm expecting Wilson to slowly push him out of the side next year if he's good enough.
Isn't Sard out of contract next year?
Yeah, he's got one more year.
Yeah. Kadir Nazli. Yeah, go. Sorry. Go. So yeah.
I reckon that's probably why Sard's sticking around for another year, for the rest of his contract, just to help find the replacement for him.
Yeah. Akers and Charlie were a saviour 2 years ago, and it's amazing how quick fans turn on them. Yeah, Akers and Motlop were below average this season, but the whole team was shit this year. No, we get that. But Charlie wants out. We've known that for nearly a year, or 6 months, 4, 5, 6 months. Akers, we've got what we need out of him, and he's just come to the end. I don't think he can
I'd
get any
argue
better.
they turned first, by the way. I don't think we turned on them. I think they turned on us.
Correct. Akers always gives his heart and all, heart and body. We know that. I never question his commitment to the cause. Never do, right? But he's just not good enough. And you got to move past players like that now. And I'm not saying you need A graders in every position. It's impossible to have an A grader in every position, but you can definitely upgrade on the player. And if you can upgrade with years, meaning younger player with a better ball user and better speed on the wing, well then yeah. And Campbell-Chesser's the answer, I think, there. And I was thinking about this. If you get Hayward and you get Ollie Florent, right? Say you get Hayward, Ollie Florent, and a first rounder, would you take that? Or would you need another first rounder?
I would ask for another
first rounder.
first.
Another.
All right.
You definitely got to ask for something next year. Next year, you know.
Yeah, because we need it for Walker.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we can get that one and then trade it on for next year. But I was just thinking anyway, right? Well, just saying, say if Oliver Florent came in from Sydney, right? What that allows is Ollie Hollands to go back onto the wing as Florent plays off the half back. And then you've got a natural progression in Sard going out of the team as well.
Yeah.
He's a good ball user as well. He's quick, which is what they want. He's a nice ball user. He's not going to set the world alight, but are you getting you're getting probably a little bit better than Sard, I'd say, and you're getting a little bit better than Ollie Hollands in the position, I'd say. That's what I think. If they could get a deal done.
Where do you factor Billy Wilson into that? Are you saying as Sard dips more, Florent takes over for a bit, and then?
I don't think Billy Wilson has it yet.
Yeah. So you're saying like Florent's the conduit between Sard and him.
Yeah. And then if you're good enough, Billy, you come in. If you're good enough, he can't just get in because Sard is on the outer and he's all we've got. You can't just have that because then that player that position leaks the whole time. So and then you're trying to find someone else. So look,
you need more.
It probably won't happen. But what I'm thinking is that he's a better player than Wilson, and he's a better player than Sard. You have to admit that. And Sard, the way he's been going, he's dropping off. So look, I'm not opposed to a Hayward, Florent, and a first rounder. Look, I know you're going to want another one, but how much do they give up? They probably would give up another one. Look, I'd probably ask for one more, but if that was the deal.
Hayward's the deal. The Florent's a bit of steak knives there. You're not going to say no. And then you get yourself the first rounder, which you need. You know what I mean? And then you can work with those first rounders to see what we can do for this year and next year because they're working on getting Walker over next year. I'm telling you, that's one of the first things on their mind is working on making sure they got the picks for So I don't know exactly what's changed in that, but do we need 2 first rounders? What do we need for next year? We need a bit more than what we normally needed to get for father and son. So we're going to have to work on that. But
Shaq says Florent is off the table. He's not best 22. What are we smoking? I think you'd nearly walk into our team. To be honest, I think you're smoking the crack if you don't think he's not walking into our team. I think we overrate our list too a lot. Of course we do. Yeah, and we all do. It's just your own bias towards your team because we love Carlton. And look, I've been a victim of that as well. Where you just have to sit back sometimes and go, there's better players for us that we can get and just bite your pride and say, he's better than what we have. If you think Billy Wilson's better than Ollie Florent, I think you're smoking something.
Can I say something on
in the future,
no.
Maybe. But right now, no.
Not yet.
And he's got the right age profile, I think. It's like how old is Ollie Florent?
Can I quickly say something on Akers? Do you think his form drop-off has got to do with his back injury as well, to an extent? Akers?
It could be, and his shoulder, the bloke's broken, it could be.
He's never been a great kick of the ball, but his main issue is ball use.
Yeah, even his first
I definitely think his back surgery played a part because he didn't have a preseason, did he? Or he had like an interrupted preseason. So it probably played a part, but let's not kid ourselves. He's great. He won us 2 finals off his own boot. I love him. I think you should have had a statue built of him outside the MCG. But let's not kid ourselves. Let's not think he's this elite winger. He's good.
No.
He's never been
Yeah.
all that.
100%.
No, he came in for one purpose. He came in to push for our flag push.
Yep.
And we
That's what
actually
I
got
mean.
close. And
We
then
got what
he's
we
used by
needed
that.
out
That's
of
what he
him.
was there
Correct.
for. Yeah. He
Correct.
was done.
He had-
See you later.
2-3 years maximum, and we got it out of him. We did. That's it. And now he's past season, he's been horrible.
Man,
Shaq,
23 is a big missed opportunity. God
You
damn.
could not trade Curnow
massive.
for fucking Florent. It's not, bro. You're getting Hayward, Florent, a first rounder, and maybe another first rounder.
It's not
You're
just
getting-
one for the other.
You're getting imagine that. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do Florent. Let's do Florent for Charlie. Yep, beautiful. What a deal.
You know who would have done that? Silvani.
Nah.
Probably.
John Ralph,
100%.
mate.
Nah.
That's a John Ralph special.
Jimmy, how are you? I just want us to get good, solid 4 or so B+ players on the board like Newman and Hewitt. Oh, yeah, that's
There you
another
go.
one that comes in. Can you rely on him? Maybe like Newman, his body as well is big injury he had. It's a bad injury as well. So
And he's got age beyond, like, what is he going to be, 32 or something? Like,
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
sure he's going to give his best. I'm sure he'll be, if he's fit, he's going to be valuable for us next year.
I agree.
Because
Leadership
he's a good
as well.
footballer.
Good leader
Yeah.
too.
Good voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, good voice.
Ainsworth and Hayward are similar players. We need a B. Humphrey, since Elijah is done and dusted now. Well, if we were to get Humphrey, it's either Humphrey or Butters, I think. I don't think they can get.
Butters.
I know we're trying hard for Bailey, Humphrey B Bear, but it's going to be a hard deal to do. That's what I'm hearing. So Mars Shorley mentioned Braden Campbell, but they're not going to let him go. No way.
Wait, can I just say something? Jimmy, Bradley was pushing 40. Rocco, don't use age. Are we comparing Bradley to any football?
Bro, I remember, what a player Bradley was. You're not saying what a player
Are we
Akers was.
comparing Bradley to who?
No way. Come on, bro.
But I think some people just defend
up.
Some people just defend our players for the sake of defending them. I don't think they believe in half the shit they say.
Bradley was just as I reckon he
Full
could get
rage
in the-
bait. Full rage bait.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's full rage bait. Oh, I love this one. Lana, how are you, Lana? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well.
Yes, Silvani, mate. Love it.
Silvani.
Silvani.
She's full turncoat on him. She's full turncoat. And rightly so. Rightly so.
I've turned
Sammy.
as well.
G'day, Sammy.
I've turned on him, mate.
Hey, can I just point out?
Nah.
Can I just point out? Silvani
Come
was like,
around.
I want to go to the Saints because they're more stable club. The same club that's pushing out their captain and didn't get a deal done with a player that wants to be there.
How bad is that?
And now Marshall wants to leave because he's been dicked in the ass. So,
Yep.
like, they're
Josh
not
Battle
that
wants to
stable
leave.
either, bro.
What's his count? Oka O'Keefe. Gary, how are you?
Yeah, Jai Clark isn't.
Jai Clark from the Cats. His father played for the Blues and he was a top 10 pick. Would they part ways with him? Maybe. You can only ask the question.
That
Yeah,
plus 3 kind of first rounders. Maybe get the ball rolling. Maybe not.
Petra Khan, how are you? Ollie
How are you,
kicks
Petra
at, so this is, I'm guessing, Oliver Florent. Ollie kicks at 80% going inside 50, which is elite. 68% overall kicking efficiency, which is just above average. He will improve, and that is how he goes past 100 games. Or is that Ollie Holland?
Our
Ollie
chat
Holland.
coming with the
I
stats.
think it might be
love
Ollie
that.
Hollands.
Ollie
Is it Ollie
Hollands,
Hollands? Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
sorry. Bradley was a freak. 100% Bradley was a freak. You don't play nearly 400 games of football if you're not a freak. I mean, having said that, Spud Ferrito played like over 300 games. Fucking hell. Petra Akers is one of the smartest players going around. 2025 was awful, though. Probably he's back. Yeah, no, but he played nearly every game.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
You know what? It's not like we're throwing Akers away. Like, he's there next year. He's going to be
Correct.
in the
He's into 27.
He's going to be
He's
in
got
game
like
one. I'll
27.
tell you right now, right? Someone's going to have to take his spot, right? It's up to him to see how good he's going to be next year. But if he performs the same, like he laughed himself when he said he's going to kick one ball out on the full, right? He said
Every
it
game.
himself. You
Yeah.
don't do that. Like, who says that? Who says I'm going to kick one ball out every? What is wrong with you, bro, man? His kicking isn't up to standard. Look, he's going to play game one, and it's his spot to take. But don't think it's just because it's Akers and he won us a couple of games that his spot isn't up for grabs. His spot's up for grabs, and these kids coming in, they're going to want his spot. He better earn it next year.
Bev Tone, Butters ain't coming. People need to move on. It's a nice dream, but let's be realistic too.
Why not?
I don't think it's a dream. Well, he's going to be out of contract
Why is it a
next
dream?
year.
Yeah.
Why not get 2 first-rounders for him now if we've got that from the Charlie deal and give him to him? Give it to them. And what? They're going to get 1 pick next year anyway on compo. So,
mate, we already gave him Corey Durden. That's fair enough. Send Butters our way, mate. You got Corey. That's enough.
Butters for Corey. Corey Durden.
That was a bit
Done,
of
mate. Little birds.
That came out of the blue, didn't it?
was
good. But how good is that?
I'm happy, but that was out of
that's
nowhere.
fantastic.
But no, I'm not saying how good. Like, great trade, right? I think we win. We won out of that. We upgrade on Durden, and we got Ainsworth, right? But how good is that? That we didn't know it. No one saw it coming.
No, it was
So that has been
huge.
That's actually been the rhetoric that I've heard as well. That they've tried to be tight-lipped. This is what Graham Wright wants to do. Is you're not hearing nothing. Everything's shrewd. Everything's like. No one knows. No one knows anything. So, like, even with the Charlie Curnow stuff, like, they're going to throw it out because that's all. What else are they going to say? Yeah, he's a contractor player, is required. But no one knows what's happening. We know he's gone, but they're going to get the right deal for him. I believe so, and I believe that Graham Wright and Nick Austin, I think they've done a great job so far. And to people that say Nick Austin, like, I actually want to bring this up, that he's had bad trades. Like, have you seen all the draft
good
picks?
point. Yes.
All the draft picks have been playing, right? I know, albeit we've been horrible this year, but all the ones that we've picked have played. If this was a Steven Silvani trade, but they would have already been delisted halfway through the fucking season.
Oh, and Mars as well. How much access has he had to the top end of the draft? Really?
Not a lot.
Yeah.
No.
So look, this is his chance now. Let's wait and see. I think he's good, Austin. I like him. I don't really see the issue.
He's actually spent about these first 2 years trying to fix up Sauce's mistakes as well.
Yeah.
And people got to consider that as well.
Yep.
And again, I think I love it. They're doing well. I think he's doing some great work out there. And to get pick 3 last year just like that, and turned it into Jaggers.
If you're going to talk about unexpected stuff, and that was the biggest surprise out of last year. I don't think anyone expected that at all.
How's he got that? So
we gave up always to get pick 3.
Yeah, I know. I ask about Elijah Hollands and them coming out and saying if he doesn't find a club, they're happy to pay out his contract and make him go. What do you think about that? You know my opinion on that. I'm happy about that because
has to be done.
Yep. Any thoughts?
Well,
what are you saying, Rock? Like, are you saying you want him to go?
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you this. Dave is confirmed. So Dave is confirmed due to lack of interest, right, that the club may explore paying out the final year of Holland's contract to get him off the list if a trade doesn't occur by deadline. So,
yeah.
You know what I wonder though? I spoke to Terry about this. I'm 50-50 with it because what has he done? Okay, so we don't know what he's done, but at the same time, we know how talented he is, right? And we also know that better clubs find a way to keep these type of players. Now, granted, if we're trying to reset the culture, okay, let him go, despite his talent.
Are we trying to reset the culture? Like, seriously, that's one of our biggest issues.
Yeah, well, I think they are, and I think they need to. So if that's the reason, I agree with it. Okay, let him go. But if it's not that, if it's purely because he's fucked up and he's done this and that, I look at clubs like Collingwood, how they stuck by De Goey and shit like that. Like, what is so bad that he has to go, really? But if it's a culture reset, I'm happy. Okay, fair enough.
But we don't really know, right? But we can speculate, right? We're speculating, and I think our speculations we're kind of on the right track. We know why he came over. He had problems, and it happened again. We know that, right? How do we know that they've said, listen, mate, if you come over here, you've got to be squeaky clean. Nothing. You can't do one thing wrong. We'll give you a chance. So he's stuffed up because, well, they didn't play him, and now they're saying they'll prefer to get rid of him. So he's done something. It's not like they're doing it for no reason. They're not just going to get rid of him. He actually is a talented player, right? But I believe it's all about culture, and this sets a standard. We're getting people, young kids coming in. We're going to get Harry Dean next year. I don't want him to come into a place where they look at this and go, well, it depends on how good you are. I might be able to get away with something. I don't want that. I want you to come in and say, no, this is the culture we go by here. And if you like, we gave him a chance. It's not like we've just thrown him away, right? And I've always said, I hope they help. If they do moving on, I want him to get all the help he needs outside of the club, right?
Sure,
I don't want him to just throw him away. But we're not a charity. We're not the Salvation Army here. Like, I want to win premierships, bro. Like, if you want to help everyone, which we've said that's our problem for years, isn't it? We help every organisation. We help every person.
Every social cause.
Every social cause. I'm done with that, bro, man. And we've given him a chance. And you know what? I'm happy that they've put their foot down and said, right,
mate,
this is
we gave him a whole year to get right.
Yeah.
But can you see where the confusion is for me, right? So I 100% agree with what you just said, right?
Yep.
But based on our past, trying to be politically correct with every little fucking thing that we do. So in my head, it's like, okay, is this just old Carlton wanting to look squeaky clean and not wanting to have any player with any indiscretion on the list? Or is this part of the new regime who want to completely reset the culture? That's where the confusion is for me. I don't know which one it is. And I'm hoping it's the culture thing with Graham Wright and Chris Davies there and all that. I just don't want it to be a case of, oh shit, he bad media publicity, he stepped out of line, get rid of him. So
I don't
that's
think
where
it's
the grey area is for me.
We haven't really heard. We haven't heard
came out-
really anything about him, but it's just like the things that come out.
Apparently, he had a drinking problem, but
Yeah,
He came out today.
I
He came
think
out
there's
today.
more to
I
it,
saw
to be
that
honest.
today. But I'm saying within the year, you didn't really hear anything. It was all speculation. Look, some people had some on good authority, but it is what it is. Mate, it has to happen.
Yeah, it has to. Like,
Yeah, did you hear the one where Ollie moved out? Oh, sorry, mate. Did you hear the one where Ollie moved out? Supposedly moved out. They were living together and he's gone. So maybe, I don't know, maybe it isn't that bad.
It says a lot.
It must be bad enough for them to say, listen, for you to say, right, and he's a talent player, so it's not like he's just a dead shit. We saw that he was talented. For the club to say, we're happy to pay out your contract, we're saying we trust, right, we trust this new bloke from Port, we're trusting the new regime coming in, we're trusting what they're doing. If they're saying to a talented player, we're happy to pay you out, but we don't want you at the club, mate, I'm going to go and say, listen, I trust them, and we're moving in the right direction. That's what I'm saying.
Didn't Voss say on SDN that if there's no, I think, suitable options for him, they'd keep him on? So that's changed.
That's what I said originally, but just recently it's come out.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's.
When did he say that, though? When did he say that?
Like at the end of the season.
About a month ago? A couple months ago?
End of the season, yeah.
Oh, things can change quickly, as we know. Lone Wolf Ant, hello. Thank you for the $5. Noticed a tush has a bobblehead. Does he want my Charlie one before it goes in the trash?
Yeah, but it's a good one. It's not Crips though. That's all right.
Can we talk about Crips?
Bobblehead merchant.
Yes, we can. What is this, mate? Jesus Christ!
It's all about the props, man. Because you got to take the piss out of the club too. I take the piss out of myself. I pay $1,000 for a membership every year to take the piss out of myself. Bro. I got to get something back with this fucking shit. Fuck me.
Jad, did you hear what Cripps said in that little, I think, interview that he did? I think it was at like a little conference. he was
Yeah,
at a
what did he
conference
say?
and he basically said that he's never been more optimistic about next year compared to this year.
Man, can I just say, like, my thing on Crips, bro, is I'm just done. I'm done. I'm done. Not personal with him. Love him as a player. I'm done with that type of leader at the club. It's always it's too much lead by example. I don't want that anymore. I want the demander, the screamer, someone who's like, if you're not going to follow my example, I'm going to grab you by the throat and make you.
Embroidery.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm just like Crips. I just think this is the problem with his leadership, and it has been that for years. And then you go back to that video him and Wiedering made on in the off season, mate. That was like two bored. What?
Come on. Don't be like that. Come on, man. It was cute, man. It was cute.
Bro, Mars, don't do this, mate. You're gonna, mate. That was like two bored housewives talking about how their lives, and mate, you got to have your feelings out, and you got to accept the emotion. And we went wrong, like, mate, get stuff. That was the most disgusting thing I've ever seen.
It was cute, and it was all propaganda. 100% that was the baton passing over to Wiedering, though.
Yeah.
No, I don't think he's the one.
Apparently,
Who do you think he is?
Who do you think he is?
I think it's Walsh.
Yeah.
You know why? You know why? You know why? Because Walsh has that fire in him where he's just so sick of the bullshit. And I think he said as much in his own words. So, they're not enough. Look, this kid's got the fire. I reckon he looks at like people like Crips and the leaders before him, and he thinks to himself, shit, I don't want to be like that. I don't want to be a fucking perennial loser like these guys.
I agree. You can see it in his attitude.
Yeah. She's
Carl
spot on.
says it's a culture move, not about talent. 100%.
It's based on Carlton first right here. Carlton first, mate. Carlton first. Carlton first, mate.
Nick,
mate. Someone said on SCN that apparently Crips is going to be captain this year still.
Who, Cripper?
Yeah, that's what
but
someone
that's just a random guy, bro. Who's just like
Trade Radio said.
Yeah,
Poland's got caught grafting at Icon Park. Zach Moss. He can. Elijah and Chesser will increase membership numbers. The fans. Put Wiedering captain. Wiedering will be captain. Virgil van Dijk. Like, Jad is done with everything at this club. I don't think he's done with everything. You know what? He is 100%. Jacana 93. Don't think Wieders is the answer.
I think
you know what I like about what Wieders said? You know what? Yeah, I do, Jimmy. Thanks, man. I do. Honestly, with Wiedering, what put me off him is these interviews he does with Waitley every bloody 2 weeks, whatever it is.
Yeah. The Monday morning.
He was, it's fucking hell. And then there's one, there was a quote where he goes, I think Waitley asked him if he were ever to become captain one day. Wiedering is like, oh, yeah, like, I just do the right thing and hopefully others follow. I don't want to fucking hear that from my captain. Hopefully others follow.
Yeah,
Come on, hopefully. And what if they don't? And what if they don't, Jacob? What if they don't? You're going to what? And what if they don't follow you? Are you going to go to the club psychologist and set everyone down and have a fucking powwow? Oh, why aren't you following me, mate? Why aren't you following? Oh, seriously?
If Wiedering does become captain, I think he'll stand up and step up. Like I think he is the general at the back. And you've seen other, like there's other teams that have got, Backman as captain and it works, But I'm with you. I want Walsh, right? Yeah. And Wiedering will be in that. He'll be vice captain. He'll be in that leadership group, right? So either way, I think it works. But I'm with you, Jad. I want Walsh as captain. I want him in the guts.
I wouldn't mind Wiedering as captain because he's a realist. Like, he had to go at the players at the end of round one, and he says how it is. Crips, he's too optimistic. That's my issue with him.
It's a nice guy.
And that sweeps into the playing group.
He's a nice guy. Kadir Nasli also says you say grab by the throat. I rather Wieders over Walsh. Walsh's fitness and back is questionable. Plus, he seems soft and not vocal. And Wieders is more aggressive and vocal.
When you mention
I'm not
Walsh's
sure on that.
fitness, what like he doesn't play games? Because he does play games. I don't know where this rhetoric came from. Right, he missed 10 games
He's
this
probably
year.
talking about how he missed majority of the year and the last few years as well.
Yeah, but most players like Cripps. If Cripps didn't play through an injury every year, he'd miss like 5-6 games a year. Right, as a captain, you have like a high expectation of playing games. But if like people bring up Walsh like not playing games, he missed 10 games this year with a dodgy foot. But other than that, throughout his entire career, he's only missed 15 games, like his
So if
6-year career.
If we go through his career, 22, 17, 22, 20, 18, 20, 14.
But when you say it like that, in actual fact, he hasn't missed too many, has he? Like, and
No,
he plays
he's
like a brutal.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I believe with Walsh, we said it this year. I think they play him wrong. They play him in the guts. And I think that
He's
That's on the outside, mate.
You can't make him get 10 tackles a game. That's stupid.
Exactly.
That's how you fuck him. That's how you fuck him over.
Yep.
I agree.
Also, I was going to ask a question about leadership in the forward line. Now, if Charlie's got to go, if he's whatever's going to happen,
Well,
who
no
actually
leadership
gets that
going there.
spot?
Well,
Yeah, but the thing is,
No leadership
if we
going
get
there.
yeah, well, yeah, but say if Will Haywood comes along, will he be granted a leadership spot? Possibly.
I'm not a fan of players coming in and getting leadership spots in their first year.
I don't
Over
think
time,
that-
because
But why
Over
does
time,
it need?
maybe.
Why
You
does
mean
it
like
need to
we
be
start
like
becoming
every
captain?
line? But why does every line need to be part of the leadership group?
Yeah,
Because
that's
it's
right.
2025, mate. It's just woke nonsense.
We must get everyone in. Yes, and this and that. I might as well put one of us in the leadership group as well.
Yeah, I'll do
You know
it.
what I
We have no leaders in there, bro. We just need, like, so Jimmy mentioned Zach Williams. I mean, his experience, he can be a leader up there.
You won't- all right, I'll give you one. Is he going? Would you give him a contract after next year?
Zach. Oh, you'd have to see what he does next year, man. If he's playing like a majority of the year and that, like, and he plays a good year, why wouldn't you give him another year?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think so.
I mean,
You just don't
he
know.
has
What if
shown
he
leadership
kicks 30
qualities as
goals?
well.
What if he
He's
kicks
going to
30
be
goals?
30. He's going to be 32 next year.
Yeah, but so is, and I'm not comparing him, but so is Jamie Elliott. Like, all I'm saying, what if he kicks you 30 goals, 35 goals next year and leads what you don't reward him by giving him an extra year?
Is he in your forward line next year?
I don't know. You assume he's going to be in your forward line, don't you?
Maybe. Who knows?
Well, he's not going to fit in the back, is he?
No, thank you, please. No, thank you. No way. No.
So I think his only spot left now is in the forward line. And like the last few games, he actually did all right. He played in the forward line. He was roaming around the ground a bit. So look,
Everyone did all right in the last few games. That's the problem. Is that it's like a recency bias. If you take it all as one, you got to look at it overall. It's just like, fuck. All right, yeah, you did one the last
exactly
round.
our worst player,
It
bro.
wasn't our worst, but again, I want to be moving past players like that.
It just depends on what he does next year, man. He could be important. I'm not saying he will or he won't. Like, I don't expect him to do too much. And he's another one that's injury prone. So who knows what's going to happen with him. But at the moment, he'll be starting in our forward line if he's fit.
Maybe. You don't know. But yeah, probably. Walsh will be captain in 3 years. It's Wiedering's time. Well, if it's going to be
so they're only going to give you're only going to give Wiedering 3 years. Come on, man. If you're going to do a captain, you're doing it for long term.
Bro, Walsh is 25. He's ready.
Make them both captains.
Weenus times 2. Jad, start your own channel, man. Love you. Don't give a fuck. Love your don't give a fuck takes. You got enough time to?
Thanks, mate.
Lone
maybe I
Wolf,
will.
$10. Problem with Walsh as captain, he hasn't had a full season. Need a captain that can go all season. Bring Ollie Hollands as vice captains. Train him up to be a captain in years to come. I think he's a bit young and fresh, but I think in the future he'll be a potential captain, 100%. Frank the Tank reporting for duty again.
Yeah, we got Frank.
Genuinely,
The Tank.
I know this is recency bias, but I'd rather him over Zach Williams.
Could be.
Have you got it
Unpopular
in for
opinion.
Zach?
Yeah.
Where'd
with the
this
age
come
and-
from?
What?
You got it in for Zach? I thought he's been all right.
Yeah, he's been okay. He doesn't have the fucking world a lot. I mean, we've had him for a while, man. This is going to be.
Do you know what
5
the
years.
issue is, bro? Do you know what the issue with Zach is? The issue is that he will never justify his contract.
No,
And
and
I
that's the
think
problem.
that's that's like the thorn in the ass for us. So he can kick 40 goals, but mate, you weren't meant to be a forward when you came to us. You're meant to be a midfielder.
Wow,
So
halfback.
it's just never going to do it.
He's on 1.4 million next year.
Let's say he does the Jamie Elliott next year, right?
Don't
And
say
he
that.
kicks you 40, 45 goals. You've got to say, well,
You have to
Fuck,
keep.
I'll put that on right
gotta
now. He will not. He won't even get near 40 goals.
I'm just saying, you're saying,
kicked-
would you give him a
how many did he kick
contract
this
that he
year?
hasn't even played 2026 yet?
I think he kicked around 20, 22, something like that.
Yeah.
Did he play every
Can
game?
it be a
No, he kicked-
minimum money
Played
contract?
19 games.
Please?
It'll be minimum money for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
He's definitely not in our future. But I'll tell you now, he's round one. If he's fit, they're playing him round one.
Zach
Yeah, I
played
agree with
every
that.
role bar the ruck.
What's that?
Zach played every role bar the ruck.
Like camp.
He probably did.
Oh, mate, that's a possibility next year. Fucking hell. Definitely possible.
That will be TDK's problem. He'll always have to answer for his contract. 100%.
Mhm.
You move for the money, you got to prove how good you are. If you're going to get the big money, you got to prove it. Simple as that. It's like when Dangerfield left. He's proven it.
Yep.
Big money move, you got to prove it, mate. That's how it is. That's how football is. You're always going to get judged on a contract size. And if you're
And so is Silvani.
Yeah,
Silvani,
yeah,
he's
Silvani,
on
yeah.
7 figures.
Far out.
He hasn't played more than 10 games a year in like his time at Carlton. So
Isn't that? Wouldn't you be just do a little experiment? If you're Jack, like, wouldn't you be embarrassed if you got drafted by your dad and then you followed him in fucking free agency to wherever he's working now? It's like it's so embarrassing, bro. I don't know.
Well,
They've got a lot of confidence, the Sylvanis. They've got a lot of confidence because fucking hell.
He's got his dad's retirement fund ready for him. Thanks, Daddy. We'll go Harveys now.
100%.
Yeah, they think I don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck.
How many years did he sign for?
4.
4.
4. So he's on like
32.
close to 4 mil. That's yeah. No wonder he left.
Zach R. Chris Davies confirmed it on Trade Radio. There's been no talk about Cripps giving the captaincy to Walsh. Yeah, he said that, but he's
That's
also
all right.
said
One
that
more
about
year.
Charlie. That's all right.
One more
I think
year's
the move,
okay, I think.
I think the move will come this off season. To be honest, if we, what was I saying? Fuck, I had something.
I reckon it'll come as a package with the new head coach. It'll be new head coach, new leader, new captain.
Well, he's
That's how
gonna
they'll package it.
He'll sign in the new. He's going to sign in the off season. Sam Walsh. He's already agreed terms, so
I'm not even worried about that. Yeah, that's
me
things.
either.
It's
That's
like
things
it's that dickhead Cal Toomey that
okay.
he's trying to push that. And
he'll
Riley
stay.
Beveridge.
what do you
Yeah,
guys
I
think
like
about
this one here. What do you think about Lego here? Yeah.
the Saints did to Leclerc? I think it fucking absolutely cock teased him for a whole year.
It's
Would
pretty
you go after-
disgraceful. It's pretty
That's
disgraceful,
shit out.
really, isn't it? That's
That is-
that's
Would
a
you go
sauce
after-
thing,
Now,
mate. That's a sauce thing. He's such
now
a
it's got
freak.
more pressure on Silvani now. Now it's got more pressure on Silvani now.
100%.
Without Leclerc.
Would
Yeah,
you go after Leclerc? Or nah?
Nah. He's just a list
Because
clogger,
he's going to
bro. He's
ask
not-
for some big money because apparently
that's true, yeah.
they
Not worth
offered
it.
him like, or they speculate they're going to give him like he was on like some big money apparently.
900
Wow.
nearly.
Can,
Yeah,
can
so
you highlight?
I mean,
Can you highlight that comment where some guy said he prefers Lee Kalia over Buku? What the fuck? You being for real? Lee Kalia over
Mate,
Buku?
he's got TDK Saints in his picture. Come on.
Oh, all right. My bad, Zach. No, he's a Carlton supporter though. Apparently, I've talked to
He
him.
is a
but
sometimes.
Zach always comments. Zach's a good commenter. He's all right. I don't
We
know
like
why.
him. He's a
Why
good
is he
guy.
He might be taking the piss there with
Soon the
yeah.
IR.
time to go. Peter, legend. Always love Peter. Peter has been a TJP lover since day one. So we
He's
love
a star.
Peter. And we'll see you at the next catch up as well. Thank you for your inputs as well. Always love it.
Big Vincenzo.
Vincenzo,
Vince.
ciao. Come va?
How you going, boys?
I'm going well.
Welcome.
Thank you very much.
Wait.
Good to see you, Jad. I haven't seen or spoken to you for a long time.
Mate, it's been like probably a couple years since I saw you.
Have to be.
Yeah.
I reckon it'd be longer than that, to be honest. But anyway,
No, maybe.
time
Where do we
flies when you're having fun.
Where do we
Good to
start
see
with
you,
you?
Aiden. It's
Yeah, a
nice
lot
to
of
see you without the dicky knee, broomstick up your bum.
Nah, he's higher tonight. He's
He's a lot
higher. He
higher
doesn't
tonight.
know who
Higher
Dickie
than
is.
Joe Cocker. And I love Seba. Only Carlton.
How you going?
Nice to meet you.
I love Sebo.
I
we
love
should have
Seba
met
too. Where is he?
I don't know.
I think he's out on a date tonight.
Is he out
He's
on
out on
in
a
the
date.
chat?
No,
Who
he's
is
out
he?
on a date.
Who is he?
He's out on a date.
He's part of it. Is he part of the propaganda machine as well? Oh, he's in the chat. Did you think this guy?
That's
Fucking fraud. He's like, I'm going on a date tonight. Mate, get your ass here, right? If you're not going on a date, get your ass here because
Get
we're going
your
to be watching
priorities
Crown
right.
Jewel.
Seba, it's a Saturday night. You're meant to be at home on your computer talking to us
That's right.
about football.
But how have you
How
been?
going, Rock? Good to see you, mate.
Good, mate. Good, mate. You were gonna say like, what's Big Vincenzo got to say? We just wound him up for the last hour. I just want to let him go now and see what he's got to say.
What
Oh,
do you make of the 5-day trade period so far?
Not a lot, to be honest. Hang on. I'm just going to put my little earplugs on because I can hear a bit better with those on. Hang on a second. I didn't expect you to put me on when you did, Mars, but anyway.
Sorry.
I'm on the
You gotta
He's
be
on the
ready.
day when he's watching
He's
this.
not a
I was actually communicating by text message to your cousin Paolo
Yeah.
because our favourite harness racing horses just got up at fixed odds of about 70-1 over the best pacer in the country. Leap to Fame, which was like $1.04.
Yeah.
Luck to all those punters who took $1.04.
It could have been like that night when we were down at Melton and I backed the 60-1 trotter.
Try 80-1.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, act now.
But
I'll
yeah,
never forget
Carlton.
it. I'll never
Carlton,
forget it. Yeah. Anyway, enough about harness racing. There's a big thing. Hey, it's on next week, Mars, if you want to come and join me. I'm going to be joined by Brownie and his missus are going to come out there with me and Tanya. So any one of you boys who want to come, you're welcome.
Done.
Saturday
Yeah, Carlton.
night. Saturday
Enough
night.
about I'd rather talk harness racing than football at this
Yeah,
time
I
of year,
know.
to be honest. Anyway,
I
what do I make of the trade period? Well, I can understand why some fans are getting a bit excited about certain things. I mean, I think Ainsworth's a really good get. I've always had a big opinion of him, but maybe the change of scenery will help him and playing in front of bigger crowds. He looks like one of those players who would relish the big game in front of a big crowd. So I think he's a good get. And trading Corey Durden's a good move.
That's the upgrade.
Acquiring Chesser, okay. I think it remains to be seen. I'm one of these guys who says I don't care whether it's Chris Davies as the new football manager or whether it's a player that we've just recruited. To me, it's all about results, and it's all about show us next year what you're made of, and let's see where we finish up. I mean, that's at the end of the day what matters. All the rest of it's just talk and bubble and froth, really.
Buku Kamas. What do you mean?
Buku Kamas, he's an exciting player. I think he can play a role on the half back line. He seems to want to play on the back line. A lot of players that you can get that are starved of opportunity are the ones that can be real diamonds in the rough, and they don't cost you much. I think the recruitment of Liam Reedy, is it Liam Reedy?
Yeah, Liam Reedy.
I reckon that's brilliant. I heard Kane Corn say something along those lines during the week that this should be the model for recruiting ruckmen. You know, the ones that are just starved of opportunity at other clubs, who, you know, are not necessarily young babies anymore. I mean, Reedy's 25 and, you know, ready to blossom and ready to, you know, I mean, like Lloyd Meek at Hawthorn, same sort of player from the same club, funnily enough. And, you know, rather than paying 1.7, 1.8 for a TDK, which is what St Kilda's decided to do, which I think is absolute madness. You know, you can often get a ruckman that's just as good who's been starved of opportunity at other clubs. So, you know, I think that's a really good move. And I agree with you, Mars. I reckon Nick Austin's done largely a good job at Carlton since he took over.
If we just on that point as well, like if I go through what he's recruited so far and drafted, right? So the players he's got in 2020, Zach Williams, who Adam Sard. I think
that's about the only one. That's about the only one I don't like, to be honest.
Adam Sard is a pass, bro. He came in and all Australian for us. That is.
It's just what we gave away for
Adam
for
Sard's done his job. He's
what
just starting to get on a bit now.
Pick 8 and 10, yeah.
Pick eight for Sard and pick 6 for Chera.
Correct. And then Hewitt came in free agent. Great pickup. He won our BNF, so it's a great pickup. Chera, look, he's just a good 5, 6 out of 10 player. Came third in our BNF this year as well, so he's been good. He's been okay. He's been good. He hasn't set the world alight, but he's been good. Blake Acres, as Jad said before, had a use by date. We've used it now. But he's got another 2 years left on his contract. So.
You know the interesting thing about Akers, Mars?
Yep.
When he was at St Kilda, he had 2 really good years. Third year, terrible. Then went to Fremantle, 2 years again, terrific. Third year, terrible. Comes to Carlton, exactly the same again.
And then
it's how he uses the ball. He butchers it so badly.
Yeah, horrible. And then you've got now this year so far, Liam Reedy, campbellchesser, and Ben Ainsworth. And then if you go look at his draft picks as well, he's got his mid-season draft. So Murkov was a bust, but they're just nothing anyway. And then Jordan Boyd, who was okay. He was good. Touted as one of the best kicks in the comp for half a season. And then he's gone a miss. We don't know why.
We don't even know what's happened with him.
He's still contracted. He's still contracted for this year.
But I'm saying he's gone a miss playing-wise. So we don't even speak about him anymore.
Well, out of favour with Voss for some reason. I'm not sure why.
And then he's draft.
You know why? Because he can actually kick straight. He actually kick to a target, Rocco.
And then he doesn't tackle enough. Doesn't tackle enough. Kicks beautifully. He doesn't tackle enough for Voss.
You know when he lost me? When they showed me that he had, what do they call it? Paint on his fingernails. He lost me when he did that.
Can't say that.
Yeah, I like
2025. Can't say that.
That reminds me, don't forget to get out to Sydney tomorrow and, for the big Pride round game for the AFLW.
Here we go.
I'm telling you now.
And then I'm going to go to the drafts.
It's going to be great. It's going to be great.
I'm going to go to the drafts. Right? I'm going to go to the draft picks. Shut up. Yeah. I'm going to go to his draft picks, right? Corey Durden, who has now been upgraded for Ainsworth. So he's got that in return. Jesse Motlop, who I thought he's been feasible so far, and he'll be AA next year. Harry O'Farrell, Hoff, sorry. Yep. He's come in and he's played some really good footy. Lucas Campriali and Ben, they've been Ben got absolutely killed in the year by our own players, and then Jagger Smith. So look, they're all playing football. Bar Durden, who is now Ben Ainsworth, basically. So I mean, what's he got wrong? I'll get you Zach Williams and Sard if you were to oppose me.
But did he get him wrong? I mean, maybe Zach Williams, but Sard,
what I'm saying is, on averages, I'll give you it.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah. If people to come to say and have an argument with me and go, Zach Williams wasn't good because we got him as a halfback flanker. We tried to turn him into a midfielder, and now he plays everywhere. Fair enough. Adam Sard, he was good for about 2 years, but nothing else. Okay, fair enough. I'll give you that. Fair enough. Chera hasn't set the world a lot, but he's been a 5, 6 out of 10. 2023 year I thought he was the best that he's ever played. So other than that, I think he's been good. I don't know all these people losing it over him. He rebuilt the dogs list as well. He won him a flag. Well, not that he won him, but he built it. And
I think he deserves a chance to build something of his own. Simple
Yeah,
as
well,
that.
And that's what he's doing at the moment.
You got to remember as well, guys, that Carlton is not exactly a destination club for most players. And what he's had to do on quite a few occasions is attract them across with the big money on a long-term deal. And that's how we got, the guys like Zach Williams to come. Zach Williams knew he wasn't worth that much, and he knew that he wasn't worth that length of contract. But in the end, him and his manager, well, good luck to him. I suppose they negotiated a fantastic deal for themselves. But Zach Williams was never worth that sort of money as a halfback flanker.
That's the miss he done, because
100%.
especially that they got him wanting him to be a midfielder, or that's what they kind of recruited. That was definitely a miss there. But I mean, we can go through every team and every list manager, and I guarantee you're going to get the.
Oh, they've all made mistakes. They've all got their howlers.
The only issue I had with Nick Austin, and maybe we were held to our hands were tied because of all the contracts we had and all the shit contracts, right, from previous years, was we did a move in 23 to 24 and 24 to 25 on a big player.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We did that's why I keep saying is fuck, we stood still there. Like you didn't make the most of 23 into 24.
You know when I can tell? I'll tell you when I can tell when Carlton's going to have a bad year. When they have very little player movement and when their coaching team pretty much stays the same. That's when you know they're going to have a bad year. Happens every time.
That's what happened in 2023.
Yeah,
but you know how we didn't make a move on any players in the last couple of years? Vince still has dial up. He still has dial up.
Vince, are you on 5G or are you on 5G or Wi-Fi?
Mate, I've got the mice running on the wheel.
Are you on 5G or Wi-Fi? What do you want?
So I'm on Wi-Fi.
Go off Wi-Fi and go to 5G and see if it's any better.
All right, I'll have to come back, I think. Will
I? No. Just you swipe down on your phone and I'll put you out and you can go.
Hang on. All right, hang on.
Swipe down and just turn off your Wi-Fi.
Turn off the Wi-Fi.
I just did.
All right, now let it go. And now let's see if it's any better.
Is that better?
I don't know. No, you just let it go.
Now you're just frozen.
Is that better?
Nah.
It's not better.
No, just go back because now.
No. I removed him. I'm putting him back in. See if it works. Nah, go back to Wi-Fi.
Now I'm on my own data. Now I'm on my own data.
Now they're not even getting a picture.
Go. Wait, and now flip it. You're right. Now flip it. No, it was good. It was good. Vince, feed the hamster. Vince is on library's free Wi-Fi. Like, you remember when you used to go, like as a kid, you used to go to fucking Macca's and get their free Wi-Fi? Like a gypsy. He's using a projector. There we go. Better.
Look how clear you are now.
I'm back to Wi-Fi. I've got the mice running on the wheel again.
Yeah. Did you feed it? He fed it.
Yeah, I just threw him some cheese.
Actually, now we can see you clearly. Go back to Wi-Fi.
I just threw him some
Curnow.
Hey, Rocco, I just threw them some Parmigiano and some Caporal.
Now a bit of Caporal will get them going, mate.
Paul Blues, are you happy with Williams and Chera? I mean, with
I
Williams,
reckon
Chera, okay.
would have won our last two BNFs if he was fit.
Well, I think Chera was a good pickup. I just think we haven't developed and used them properly because his first 2 years were good years, right?
He would have won the BNF in 2023 if he was fit, and this year.
Yeah. So I think what Nick Austin has done is given us the keys. He's given us these players, right? Like Sard was all Australian, Chera was great for us for 2 years, and he's fallen off a bit. He's given us the keys, but like if we can't develop him and use him properly, what the fuck can he do? You can't blame him for that.
Yeah.
Again, I blame the coaches a bit too in our game. In the bets, but far out, man. We've been playing like dog shit, man. Like seriously, I don't know what you want these players to do, man. Like I don't know.
Silvani, terrible list manager, egomaniac. Yeah, I wouldn't be opposed to that. Now it's really come to fruition that he was a fucking idiot or a cockhead. A-firm Lumanovsky, sorry. Ben Ainsworth, what a fantastic upgrade from Durden. Then Chesser with pick 41. And then Graham Wright is working his magic. Yep. Look, they're not world beater signings, and they're not going to make
Not
needle
going to move the dial, as they say.
Nah. But are they upgrades? Yes. Are they something to get excited about? Well, probably not. No, because you're waiting for a big name. But look, it is what it is. It's the position that we're in now. We're going to be plugging holes. You're going to be getting a lot of C and B grade players until you build yourself back up to where you want to be. Because where we're at right now is we're nowhere.
Because there's a lot of players that are out of contract next year, like a lot of good ones. Who would you guys be going for? Because apparently we'll have a lot of money in our cap to get, I think, 1 or 2 big players. So who would you?
Well, we've got. I'll just put this before you, right, and then I'll let you all go. Is that we'll have 17 uncontracted players by the end of next year. So this is why I think Graham Wright came in as well. He saw 35 uncontracted players from now until when he came in until the end of next year and gone, okay, we can work with this. We can change a whole list and the demographic of the list. So I don't know. Anyone take the floor. I'll research all the players that are in free agency.
Butters, Bailey. Oh.
Well, Sam Walsh is one of these players that next year is going to be much sought after unless we happen to sign him up and put him on a long-term deal, which I'm confident we will. Yeah. But I do think that the captaincy's got to be discussed as well. I think that's all part of it. Surely it's time for a change of captain, if not this coming year, at the end of next year for sure, I would have thought.
Next year, yeah, definitely happen.
So if we go, we've got Zach Butters, obviously talking about Sam Walsh, but we're not signing. Ben King, Zach Bailey, and then we can go to the likes of Lockie Neal, Rory Laird, Dangerfield. I mean, these are all the players, but Toby Green, Keneally, which is done. Stephen May, who's already been asked. Someone's got a phone call. Jack Chris, Ollie Wines, Nick Newman, Nick Haynes.
They're all getting on. I think the first three names you mentioned, Mars, are going to be the big ones. Bailey.
But do you make? And this Butters. Is why I say. But this is why I say you make the move now for Butters before he gets into free agency.
You try. I don't see why you wouldn't try.
Would you 100%. Rather Zach Bailey or Zach Butters?
Absolutely.
Why not both?
He's an A-grade. He's an A-grade midfielder.
Maybe, yeah, but I'm just like, who do you think? Do you think we need a small forward more, or do you think we need a midfielder more?
Butters.
No, I think we need another midfielder.
So guys,
our midfield is pretty flat-footed. I think Butters would be great. He'd change up the dynamic immediately.
He would.
And you watch I still got faith in Chera. You watch if someone like Butters comes in, I think Chera lifts to another level.
A lot of other players would lift to another level because he's going to make him look good. That's what he's done at Port Adelaide for years.
James works.
You watch if he does end up leaving Port Adelaide, you watch what a hole that leaves in their midfield.
100%.
The thing with Chera, at Fremantle, I just think we've done to him what we've done to Walsh. Like, we've made him so inside. Man, I swear at Freo he wasn't like that. At Fremantle, he developed a reputation as being a really good field kick and being a bit of a polished player. He comes to us and he has to get down and dirty in and under. Like, I still highly rate him, and I still think he can come good, and I still think he is a good kick. But
where would you play him, Dad? On the wing?
Well, no. You'd have to find someone who's going to replace his in and under work, and then I would probably, bit of wing and a bit of outside, like what Walsh was in 2023. But I don't know. You can't have them both doing that, can you? But I feel like, and this is the overall problem with our coach, okay? And this is where I get so frustrated when I hear this. I do not think we have the worst kicking list in the league. As in, I don't think we went and recruited the worst kicks of all time to ever come into the AFL, okay?
No.
I think a big problem with us is the system that we ask our players to operate in disadvantages skills. It is not easy in our system to pick out a target. So if you go to a game live, you will see our whole team in one half of the ground. And when we're trying to transition the ball, you'll see three midfielders a metre apart, okay? I honestly don't think Errol Goulden could pick out a target when we are, in Voss's system. It's bloody hard. Go look at the opportunities or the targets we're asking our players to kick.
Yep.
Like it's really hard, man. Like I personally, I look at that and I think, how is Ollie Hollands, right? People like to bag Ollie Hollands, who I don't know. I think he's going to be a really good player, and I think he can be a nice, neat kick, not an elite kick. He'll be neat at least. I don't see how he's expected to pick out a target in that forward line the way it's set up. So a big part of our issue isn't that we've gone and picked out the worst kicks of all time. It's the system we asked them to play in. Okay, in 2023, I don't think we were this terrible kicking team. So it goes to the top.
I agree, and this is what I said before. But like we're getting in players, and it's all good and that, but. Mate, this system and the way we've been coached has been terrible. And hopefully it changes with this new, we're getting some new coaches. We got some new coaches in there. Hopefully it changes. But, yeah, I totally agree with you, Jad, man.
How hard is it for us to transition the ball as well? I mean, when you're playing from 16 blokes in your defense and you're trying to, play like Stoke City, it's the worst style of football you've ever seen in your life.
Mate, at the end of the year, I'd see Motlop in the back pocket taking an intercept mark. And then 30 seconds later, I see Motlop streaming into forward 50. It's like this is how I used to play in primary school.
It's like Oz kick. See ball, get ball.
It's bloody unbelievable. And
then if Motlop does get the ball, he's just ran like 500 meters. Like, what do you want him to be? Like he's
and then everyone hounds the kid. Oh, he's shit. He's this and that. He can't kick. But he just ran the Flemington. How's he meant to kick the ball? Oh,
you know what's funny? The club highlights these plays as well. They've made posts before where they show Motlop. He's like, oh, look at this defensive effort. He's in the back line and he runs up forward. And kicks it off.
I don't want to
Why
see
is he in the back line in the first place? Why is he there?
That's what you want to see. That's what you want to see from your elite small forwards. You want to see defensive acts.
Well, you want to see Frankie Evans at full back. Like far out.
I saw that as well, bro. What's he doing there?
So at the end of the day, whose fault is this? I mean, we'll go back to Voss because it has to be Voss. But it's a collective, isn't it? Like if that doesn't change, I'm telling you, you can bring whoever you want into this side. They're just going to fall into the same trap, So yeah.
So do you honestly see it changing?
I give it a chance. Sorry, Rocco, go.
No, go. I'm going to say what you're going to say, and I'll give it a chance.
Okay. Yeah. I give it a chance, Aiden, because the footy boss, right? So when you read up on what the footy boss does, and Chris Davies touched on this too, his job is to challenge the head coach. Okay? So Davies will come in and he'll ask Voss, hopefully, why are you asking us to play this way? Okay? Ultimately, that will be the question. And then Voss's job is to justify it to Davies. And then the back and forth will be there. And that's where with Lloyd, we didn't have that because Lloyd is a glad-handed yes man, by all accounts, who doesn't have a confronting bone in his body, okay? He can't confront. So when you bring Davies in there, that's where the hope comes from. And if Voss is to be extended into 2026, he has to change it. So the good thing for us as fans is we either see change or he gets sacked and then we see change. So it will change. It has to change. So that's the good thing for us. It's just a wait and see game now.
Now, Rob,
can the coach just change his game plan just like that?
Nah.
Something he's always believed in, and all of a sudden he's going to change it to what?
I believe he can. I believe he can for two reasons, right? If he wants to improve, he's going to have to change. Second of all, someone put in the comments here, who was it? It was someone that said, now.
What I'm asking is, does a coach ever change his philosophy?
Rob
philosophy
Davies,
on how the game should be played?
Rob Davies reckons he's been told it's his last year. Has he been told? I think he has been told it's his last year, next year's last chance. So can he? Yeah, this one here. If he's being told it's his last year, yeah, of course he can change. What do you mean, can he change? If he's got a coaching panel around him and they seriously get together, if we're honest with each other and we seriously get together and go, right, what's worked, what hasn't worked, why couldn't you change the game plan? I mean, and remember, it doesn't have to be changed dramatically, but there has to be some change there. Why? And you know what? And if he can't change, well, then it's sayonara.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's how I say it. That's how I say it.
But I think he can. I think he can. Why can't he? He's not an idiot.
It's time to go! I cut him off while he was speaking. Probably going to slate me. But here we go. Gokhan, how are you?
Good, boys. How we doing?
Familiar face, another one, part of the chat. What do you make of the off season so far? How you been? How's now you're not even that thing anymore. You're not at Schnitz anymore. Where are you now? Tell us all. I know that we've told.
No, so I was at Northland Sporting Globe, but I'm back at Water Gardens again now.
Are you?
So I've done the switch and then the switch back over.
Oh my God, you're going to be doing the Tom DeConning. You're going to come back to us. Big money move.
He's deposited half of his machetes in Northland. Now he's going to deposit the other half at Water Gardens.
Yeah, I think on the way there they stopped at Broadmeadows Shopping Centre as well on the way.
Oh God Almighty!
What do you make of the trade season so far?
It's been a good. Well, it was a slow start, I think, for us. Anyways, the first 3 days was just like a lot of sort of speculation, but yeah, it kicked off on Friday, didn't it? There was like a lot of just after one another like chess happened, and then straight away it was like Ainsworth, and then we heard the rumor that Sydney was compiling a war chest that were going to offer us, but I think they just didn't have enough time on the day, so we just got to wait for Monday for that to happen. But I live on the forums, so there's a lot of talks happening on those ones.
I actually like I asked this question in my last trade video. Is that do you find it weird? Well, I thought there would be trades or like talks on today and tomorrow, but so what's the point in these 2 days? Like they just thrown out.
They probably talk because the media guys are having a weekend off. They just don't get involved with it, and then we hear about it all on Monday because absolutely they'll be talking still.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they should just do 5 days. You might as well just do 5 days then. But it's all to get
5 days, right?
Yeah, but it's all to get clicks. Yeah. It's all bullshit. But yeah, I expect. When do you expect the Curnow deal to get done? That's the real question.
Wednesday
afternoon.
So that's the
last
day.
It'll be on a Wednesday afternoon, and it'll be done on like the night show they did like the last hour and a half, where that's where they all the viewership. Buku probably Monday.
Yeah, I think that'll be done Monday, Tuesday. Yeah. I think it could be done in the morning, not morning or afternoon. The Charlie on the last day, because obviously it sells when it's at the end.
Do you reckon it could involve more clubs than just Carlton and Sydney?
I feel like it will because I don't know. I think Port Adelaide gets involved or something. I don't know. I feel like we're going to be getting Butters. I just have this feeling.
Well, this year, I think Bailey Humphrey is my.
Or Humphrey B. Bear, one of them.
With all the draft picks we compiled this year, that I'll go for Bailey Humphrey is my guess. But there's talks about Collingwood being interested in Rowbottom. Apparently they've spoken to him. Obviously Sydney's trying to clear up some space for Charlie because they've told Florent to look for a club as well. And obviously that means we weren't interested in the Florent deal with Hayward.
I don't think like so we're going to get rid of Curnow, right? There's let's say 1.2 million, right? His contract goes. Why not bring in Butters?
Well, we can if Port.
It could be a 4-way trade. Port,
if they
Collingwood,
agree,
Sydney, and us.
If they agree, I feel like there's something happening there, mate. They've been tight-lipped. I know Durden is like who is Durden, but no one knew.
No, I didn't even think that we'd get Ainsworth.
Yeah, Ainsworth happened so quickly. Yeah. That was like, Ainsworth's leaving and a bang, we just got him.
I knew for a year and a half, man. I planted the seed like in June last year, man. I knew for a year, man. But I'm telling you, there's something. This bloke, man, Graham Wright, I'm telling you, there's something. He's planning something.
I mean, if you take into account Phil, what's his name? Fucking Chris Davies. He has a close relationship with Butters, and Butters was spotted with our development coach as well the other day. So you never know.
They are friends, but yeah, I mean,
but
he's pretty much coming. It's a done deal. Butters is coming. It's done.
Yeah,
Might
there's a busy track in the background.
it might be my woke optimism, but I'm telling you right now, I'm feeling that it's going. When Charlie goes, someone comes.
Yeah, I've
You
said that for a
can't
couple of
not.
months as well.
How
yeah.
can it not? How can it not happen? What you're going to go in next
can't,
year?
You can't lose a big player and not get a big one in return. So I think it will be probably a 4-way deal.
Yeah, but we need the picks for Walker, boys. We need the Walker picks.
I know that, but we'll have we'll have the picks. Don't worry, we'll get them. Don't worry, it's Carlton.
Trust me, bro. Trust me.
I think that's where there was.
Bro, wallahi, we're gonna have the picks, bro.
There was a
okay,
talk
done. Yeah.
There's a talk on the forums.
Who was it that said that you can't trade a great player and not get a great player back in return? Who said that?
Who did?
I said that. I said there's no way you lose like a gun in Charlie and then we don't get like a big player.
There is a club, mate, Aiden. There is a club who has mastered the art of copping it up the rectum in everything that they do, and it's Mars's favourite club that he reckons that would probably deserve it more than anyone else because they should have traded these two so-called star players 12 months ago. And I'm talking about Petrarca and Oliver at Melbourne. And they are going to cop it that hard up the arse with both Petrarca and Oliver in the end because they took 12 months longer than they should have to get rid of those blokes who were basically cancer at that club. And it just goes to show you when you keep players that don't really want to be there just because they happen to be your favourite sons or whatever they said at the time, get rid of them. They're no good. I don't want Charlie Curnow to stay at Carlton. He's not going to be a good influence around the place and he's going to be a sook. He's already proven he's a sook. He's already talking to opposition players halfway through the season. That stretch of games where he played 4 or 5 games, he didn't even kick a goal. That's when he was in the middle of talking to Geelong players and all the rest of it.
He had the Krispy Kreme.
You got to get rid of him. You got to get rid of him.
If you went to Krispy Kreme and you said Curnow, you got fucking 40% off on all fucking donuts.
But Mars, do you agree with me about Melbourne? Look what's happening at Melbourne. They're going to get nothing for Oliver. They're going to have to be paying half of his goddamn salary for the next 5 years, and they're going to get bugger all back for him from GWS. You watch. And now the same thing will happen with Gold Coast and Petrarca. You watch.
You got to do it now. You got to do it now.
Bro, fuck. Don't forget about footy. It's a rule in life, bro. If someone doesn't want to be there, you can't make them stay there.
No.
Right? It does more harm than good.
Yep.
I don't trust people bring up Bryce Gibbs. You know, we made him stay a year and he played out his contract. He played well. Petrarca, even though he's twerking for cash now at Gold Coast, he had a good year this year, right? I don't trust Curnow to stay and have a good year. I don't think he's professional enough.
Yeah, but he doesn't believe in Voss. He doesn't believe in Voss or his game plan. Yeah.
Petrarca won a flag and won a Norm Smith, mind you.
Correct.
Yeah, and
also a couple of losses and then Charlie's took it up
against Port Adelaide.
Well, just think about the playing group as well. Imagine how some of the players feel. You know, some of these, like, think about someone like McGovern who's getting pushed out. Right? Like, he is getting pushed out. We didn't play him, so he didn't hit his trigger. And you got people like Curnow, right, who are contracted and wants out. I'm sure there's plenty of players that want to finish their career, but they're not going to be able to. Think about the playing group. Think about the chemistry. Think about the other captains, how they feel about their vice captain, because Curnow's a vice captain, right? He's on the same hierarchy as Wiedering and Walsh. How does that affect everyone else at the club? What do they think of it? These are all things you have to take into account. You can't keep him. He cannot stay. I don't give a fuck. He cannot stay. I love him.
He's not a vice captain, but he's in the leadership group.
Yeah, no, he's a vice captain.
No, he's not. It was only Wiedering and Walsh.
That's not what.
No.
Also,
Wiedering and Walsh.
Boys. It's okay. Cripper, our captain has his back. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Cripper has his back.
Oh, he's hugging. You know, let me hug you. It's okay, Charlie. It's all right.
Okay,
they'll be at the retreat together with Ed.
This is the problem.
Bills.
He's hugging Charlie while Charlie works at the other clubs.
I hope that Graham Wright can get rid of all of the woke shit out of our football club because seriously, over the last 5 years, these players have been turned into marshmallows.
You know what we need? We just need football players back. All we need to care about is football. That's all
You
I
know,
care.
you wanna
And
hear-
all the
You want to hear
the
my
other
theory?
shit takes care of itself. Go,
Yep.
Jad. Hit us.
All right. Okay.
Go,
So-
Jed.
Okay. Just let me. All right. So
I
our
love the tank
club,
top.
yeah.
I love the tank top too.
Yeah.
Reminds me of, you know,
Oh, thanks, mate.
you look
Thanks,
like
got a
you
nice
just come out of a
tan.
box. You look like you just come out of a box.
I'm gonna go downstairs.
All right. So our club, yeah, tries to copy what other clubs have done. Okay. So Richmond, remember Richmond's dynasty? Their psychologists got a lot of praise for that, for turning them
Yep.
around. And then, so what did Carlton do? We went out and got a psychologist. And then we're trying to copy what Richmond did. And I think it's just like, it's with Cripps especially, I reckon he's just been inundated with this bloody psychologist at the club who's just told him, never get too high, never get too low. Pound the rock. Don't get angry. Brush it off. Focus on your process, Cripps. Don't. You know what I mean? And it comes
Yeah.
out in his captaincy. It comes out in the way he operates as a captain. He's never angry. He's
Nice.
never upset. I've got his back. I'll TDK.
Yeah.
Go to St Kilda, mate. You can't reject that offer. Like, I think with Cripper, it's just been smashed out of him. The fire as a footballer has been smashed out of him in this new age of, of therapy and talking about it and be open about it. And it's just
Safe
with our
spaces.
club. Yeah, safe spaces. Exactly. That's what that talk with bloody Wiedering was about.
That was a
That
safe
terrible puff piece. That's
That
what that
was-
was about. And I
that was
think
very
as a
safe.
club, we need to find our own identity. Don't copy what Richmond did. Don't copy what Collingwood did. Don't copy what Brisbane did. Find your own bloody way.
What do they say? Copying is the best form of flattery.
Yep.
That's what they say.
Plagiarism.
So, yeah. it's
Yeah, we love to
fucking-
flatter other people.
Yeah,
we love to flatter.
right. Yeah, we're
people who
flattering.
cuck us.
And that's we are the cuck, man.
Yeah, we are the cuck.
In the
Yeah.
cuck chair. We've got two captains sitting in the cuck chair talking to each other. I mean, it's just the whole.
And then you get TDK going on that podcast on that Dan Does Footy with Ross and taking the piss out of us, saying, "Oh, let's go
worry,
take
I
Blake
can't
from
wait.
them.
Don't worry,
Let's take
I
Blake
can't
off 'em.
fucking wait. I can't
Let's take
wait.
Charlie."
St Kilda, St
Round
Kilda,
two.
Carlton. I'm
Round two.
prepared already. I'll be kicked out within about 5 minutes of and it's okay. I'm already
It's worth it.
prepared.
You know what, Mark? You know what?
Round two,
I
boys.
don't
Round
care.
two. Get ready.
I reckon that
I'll
might
sit
be
with
one
you,
of the
Mars.
only. That might be one of the only Thursday or Friday night games we get next year. St Kilda and Carlton.
I can't
Saturday
wait.
night prime time,
Yeah,
mate.
I'm sitting with Mars. I'm sitting with you, mate. That's it.
Yeah.
I'm getting
Only-
kicked out with you. I don't care.
Only Carlton is sitting with me as well, and you're beautiful, mate. We're gonna have a whole bay of just, bro.
Yeah,
We're doing
St.
this.
Kilda's
Oh, we're doing this. I want a whole bay of everyone with this.
Wait
We're
till
all doing
Sauce.
that.
Wait till
One-
Sauce gets a possession in defence. Just
One
wait. I'm waiting
bag
for
is
his
gonna
first mark.
say. One bag is gonna say Tom DeCon to St Kilda, and the other bag is gonna say Silvani needs his fucking daddy. That's it.
Boys, who do you reckon? Out of
And we're
those two's
fucking
gonna get booed the
Monopoly
loudest?
money and we're throwing it. The whole bag. I'm going to hand out Monopoly money. I'm going to buy 100 sets and we're going to throw it in the air. Fuck it. Fuck it.
Who do you
I
reckon?
don't care if
Who
I
do you
get
reckon's?
kicked out. I don't care.
Who do you reckon's getting booed the loudest out of those two?
Sorry?
Who do you reckon's getting booed the loudest?
Sauce.
Silvani. He's going to cop it. And I can't
Fucking-
wait to play Sydney when I see Charlie Curnow. I can't wait. I can't wait. I've been waiting for this day.
What's the
He's gonna
bet? What's the bet we play in opening round Friday night?
Oh, do it.
Sydney?
Do it.
Yeah,
You can already see
yeah.
it.
I'm going.
Oh.
I'm going.
Boy, I got
I'm
one for you.
going.
What's the bet that our skipper runs over to Charlie and gives him a big hug?
Oh,
And a
okay.
nice
Nah,
on your
it'll be
mate,
Walsh-
pat on
Walsh
the
will be
back and
captain.
a
Walsh will be
fucking
captain.
handshake.
after, the
going,
game,
paying
after the game, they'll all be kissing each other, mate.
Oh,
I want
oh,
Wadering,
yeah,
I want
you-
Wadering
you
to
got
get
your
fucking whack,
contract,
mate.
mate?
Don't forget they are in Sydney, of course. I mean, that's one of the most favourite
Wait.
destinations for the Carlton queer squad.
I was gonna make a video, right? Oi, I'm gonna
That's where
make
they
a
have all the
video.
parades
Oh,
and,
right.
and the Mardi Gras and all that sort of stuff.
Stop.
People at my work
great,
see
it's
this.
great
I'm gonna
fun,
get
Maz, it's
I'm gonna get
fantastic.
sacked for being on
It's
this
wonderful.
podcast.
It's
Yeah,
great
no.
stuff. You
Hard.
go there with your scarf. You got to have your
Fuck it, I'll
rainbows
just-
all over your
I'll
scarf.
just-
Don't forget.
I just got a new fucking contract. It's going to be ripped up in front of me, man. Fuck it. But what's it called? I was going to make a video and I'm going to put it past you, Only Carlton, which he has his own channel now, which is cool. So you'll expect to see a few familiar faces soon.
Bravo,
But
bravo.
I'm going to make one. Remember when fucking John Cena went to Suplex City?
Yeah.
With Brock
Yeah.
Lesnar? I'm making that weedering on Charlie. I want to see it. I want to see it. A Suplex City. We're gonna take these bitch to Suplex City. Fuck him.
If Wiedering does that, he can be captain.
Done.
That's that. I'll relent on him being captain if he can do that.
Done. Mars, Abby is coming for you. I heard she lost 80K of her trust fund today. How unlucky for her, stupid bitch. Is that defamation? No, unlucky for me. Kadir Nasli, Mary from the cheer squad is going to report Mars for pulling with the money bags. Please do. Please do.
Don't forget Snapper. Snapper will come up.
Oh, God. Yeah. Let's get back onto it. But yeah, no, it's it. Look, I can't wait to verse these pricks because they're all, as you like to call them, Atush, Judas. They're all Judases.
Yeah, a bunch of fucking Judases, bro. I fucking hate them.
They're all
Don't even-
turncoats.
Yeah, no loyalty, bro. No loyalty.
They're all
at
there for the
I
money,
fucking
it
hate
is.
them. Yeah, they're all leaving
They're
for
all
the
there
money.
for
But
the
you know
money,
what the
mate.
thing is? I hate it when people say, "Oh, he can't turn down the money." Yes, he fucking can. What do you mean? Yes, he
Jim
can.
Callahan turned out like 200 million over 10 years at St Kilda.
Exactly.
But you know where I get pissed off. Go for the money, okay? It's a career. Go for the money. I don't give a shit about your kids. You don't give a shit about mine. Whatever. Who cares? Go for the money. Right.
Yep.
However, for the people who are still at the club, be offended. Just get offended at something. Don't congratulate him on the way out and hold the door open. Be offended. That's it. Get angry. Enough.
You know what pissed me off? Silvani going to the BNF.
I was just going to say,
day
did you know
before-
that Tom DeConning and Jack Silvani both turned up to the BNF? That was a big surprise to me.
You know,
I didn't think they'd go.
Don't they have to, though?
No, the
Don't
day
they
before
have
they were
to?
in their St Kilda kit. They were modeling in the St Kilda kit the day before, and they show up in the best and fairest. Nah, bro,
St
fuck
Kilda
them.
told
I would've barred him.
Josh Battle to not go when he went to Hawthorn.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Shit.
I would have barred him.
Well,
If
you
I
guys.
was at the BNF, I would have stood at the front door, not allowed them to come in. If that was me, I would have stood at the front door. So who the
Yeah.
fuck are you to come in? You turn.
But that just goes to show you how soft Carlton is. You know
Yeah,
what I was
of
going to
course.
ask,
They're all
Jad, if
mates.
you don't mind, Jad, I'd love to ask you a question.
Yeah.
It became very evident at the BNF, and it was talk all around the place, that every player knew that DeConning was on his way out from very early on in the season. Right? They all knew. And Silvani was another one. They all knew. They all knew that they were on the way out. Now, as a club, as far as I'm concerned, they should have made a demand of Tom DeConning. They should have said, here's the offer that we're giving you to stay. If you don't sign this offer by the 30th of June, you're not going to be played in the seniors for the rest of the year. That's it. As far as we're concerned, you're going. If you're not prepared to sign it now, you're not going to sign it later. And they never did that. They never took a stand. They allowed him to string us along all the way till the end of the season. And then we clap him off for his 100th game. Yeah, well done, Tom. To me, that was absolutely piss weak by our club. They all knew that he'd been offered this massive deal, and yet they were never prepared to say to him, mate, here's our offer. You sign it and you stay. We'll welcome you back with open arms. But if you don't sign it, that's it. As of the 30th of June, you're playing VFL for the rest of the year. Why didn't they do that?
How many clubs do that?
There's
Why?
no strength in this club. They're not. They used to do it. They did it with bloody Lockie Henderson when he told them
What?
he was on his
Remember
way
what
out to Geelong.
Remember what I said at the start of the season, round one. I said to him I said to you all that he is leaving.
Yep.
He's leaving for the money, right? And he doesn't have the leeway like Patrick Cripps did, where he goes, all right, this is my last contract, right? That was his last contract, his last big contract, Paddy Cripps, right? And it's either he's going to explore options, right? And he's signed by mid-year, right? You got it. This bloke, right? He just up until the start of the year, he's played 80 games for us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How do you let him lead it? You get, as you said, here's the date. You're not signed by then. You're not playing another game for Carlton. Simple as
That's
that.
it.
Simple as that.
That's it.
Keep the same energy as you did with fucking Mitch McGovern.
Yep.
Well, what's the
Same
question
energy.
though? What's the question?
Well,
What do you mean? What's the
play-
question?
Like, because you said you had a question. Like, why didn't they do that?
No, I wanted your feelings on this. Like, what did you think of the fact that the club wasn't prepared to set a deadline for the signing of the contract? Because that's what I would have done.
Oh,
No
yeah, I
club in
think
the AFL would do that.
You're either with us or
I
you're
said
not with us, mate.
I said something similar to that on one of my fan cams.
And just before I finish, sorry, just one other thing I wanted to add
Yeah.
to that. If they decided not to play him after the 30th of June because you never signed it, you could have put another 10 or 12 games into Hudson O'Keefe because DeConning's not going to be with you anymore. Why give him games? You're just gifting him games. It's madness.
I'm a
I'll be
bit filthy that he's got his name on the locker. I mean, it's
Well,
but that's the landscape now. There's this thing in the AFL with player goodwill, right? So what we did to Henderson, that wouldn't fly anymore. The AFLPA would get involved. The
Why?
agents
Why?
would get involved. Threats
Why?
would be involved. Or we will never deal another player to
We're not
you.
under any obligation to play anybody
Yeah, but
unless we
that's
feel
just
that they're
part
fit
of
to
it, though,
play.
Vince. Yeah, I agree with you, but that's
it's
just how the
bullshit,
industry
mate.
is
It's
now.
soft.
It is.
Well, then
It
we're
is.
just bowing down to the Players Association because they're like a militant union now.
Now,
I mean,
What we need is we need the AFLPA to come to the table and allow clubs to trade players wherever they want to trade them to. I think it starts
like
there
in America.
because and apparently they'll do it if they get 50% of the revenue. Apparently that is when they will do it. So
agreed. I agree. But it'd probably be it would be unprofessional, like from a club's point of view. That if you don't sign by then, we're not playing you for the rest of the year until you do sign, or you tell us that you're out of the club. Like, I can understand that point of view as well, that it's unprofessional. But look, at the end of the day, you got to look.
Drop him throughout half the year, though.
Well, every player
player
that delays their contract re-signing through till
gone.
August and all that, you just know that they're gone.
Yeah.
All of them go. Every single one of them go.
The thing that I don't get is he was playing shit for literally 6 weeks and he still played. Like, he was literally
I think what you guys are upset at. Yeah, that's right. I think what you guys are upset at is more tell me if I'm wrong, it's more how he was coddled by the club throughout it all.
Correct.
We were very accepting. Oh, Tom's going through a hard time. It's a really hard decision. He's really torn.
We are soft, mate. We are soft as marshmallows.
Yeah.
This football
I'm not too sure why.
Is just soft as. I'm telling you, and it all stems from the top too.
Afram Lumanovsky, I got kicked out at 11. I told TDK.
Called him a clown.
Yeah. Telling them to quiet down, to be respectful. Maybe that was that. Who's he got on his fucking thing? Who is that? Charlie
Curnow. Yeah.
Charlie.
Oh my god! Change your photo.
Jimmy Vincenz. They should have gone old school mafioso when it came to the contract. Your signature or your brain on it. Shit.
Yeah. Let us make you an offer you can't refuse.
Voss should have said something at the BNF about speech about money chasers. I know he can. I think they've said it in a roundabout way, in a respectful manner, like all the players have to. Like what's his name, Walsh and Wiedering. We are weak, Vince, and inconsistently weak. No club will do that. That's in regards to not playing him. I still agree with this. I think we should have hard stuck him on 99 games.
We should have played him for at least 4 games this year.
But Mars, he might have a son one day, and he might be a freaking star.
There's going to be no father-son rule in 30 years anyway.
Exactly.
So it doesn't matter.
Probably in 2 years, to be honest.
Yeah, probably. He has one of these non-binary freaking types.
John Holden, Henderson, and the club agree to sit out in the last 3 games. TDK will be taking mental health break. Saints fans will turn when he doesn't produce the goods. But it's gonna be a long.
If he doesn't produce, it's gonna be a shitstorm at St Kilda. I can tell you that much.
He'll be heading into next year with the amount of I think he'll be the only player next year with so much expectations. Like, he will have to literally hit the ground running as soon as that ball bounces in round 1. Because if he doesn't, he'll get
He'd have to be
killed.
the Australian ruckman expectations. It'd
Yeah,
have to
from
be
round
up there.
one. Got to get 30 touches, 30.
By the
30
way, it looks like St Kilda's blinked, obviously, with Likalia, and it looks like they might be
they pulled out.
of the opinion, seeing they lost that ruckman to Melbourne, that, shit, if TDK goes down, we've got nobody left, we better keep Marshall. And I think they're going to keep Marshall now.
I can't see how that works.
Well, they're going to play him forward. He was recruited as a forward.
The claiming.
No,
No,
Marshall.
If
Oh.
I was Marshall, I'd get out of there. I'd push.
Oh,
to go
yeah, I
to the
know.
other one.
But and he still
Hey,
might get
probably
there.
will, 'cause
But
Max King
apparently
can't
the
stay on
whole
the
deal's
park.
been put on ice. So I don't know. They might
No.
be
Alright,
able to hit
boys.
it up again.
I'm going to have to go. Thank you for having me on.
Thank
Good
you
to see
for
you,
showing
Jay.
your face again.
Guys.
Love talking to you. Good
Soon
opinions.
the
It's time to go. The little tacker.
Hello, hello.
How are ya? You good? Tired?
Drag
your
me
phone
out of bed
horizontal.
saying jump on.
Phone
Hang on,
horizontal.
who we got, Maz?
Who do we got? We got the little legend. The little legend. Introduce yourself. I want you to introduce your channel as well. Go.
Righto, so my name's Henry, and
There it is.
I have a podcast called Baggers Unfiltered on YouTube with my co-host Louis. What else can I say? We've been doing it for about a year now, and love this community so much. Love the club so much. Always got to support the Baggers through thick and thin. That's been probably the moral of my story out of this year. It's just keep on supporting.
Keep on keeping, huh?
Yeah.
You got to keep on supporting.
Did I hear that his name is Henry?
His
Yeah.
name is Henry.
Oh, good to meet you, Henry. By the way, I
Yeah.
don't like. I think you might have misspelt your name, mate. You've misspelt it Tired.
He's tired. It should say disappointed.
Oh, fuck. Don't start, mate.
You should have added the words sick and beforehand.
Boy, just a little ask of you. Can you put your phone horizontally? There we go. Hang on. Flip in 3, 2, 1.
No, he's still got it on lock.
He's got it on screen lock.
He's got it
Give
on
me a
screen
second,
lock.
Mars. I'll leave and I'll come back. I've got to get my
Ah,
computer.
Legend. Thank you. Thanks. I'll get you in. We love him. He's good.
Enrico.
That guy, Mars, is staying up for Crown Jewel, starts at 11. Of course, we'll be off before 11 as well. So we're watching that. I hope TDK does a Frank Makazani and fails big time. Oi, give yourself a plug, Tush. Like, come on, man, hurry up.
Plug?
Yeah.
Bro,
plug
you're
yourself,
making me
man.
blush, bro. All right, so I've got
Hurry up,
I
man.
started. All right. Well, I've got a YouTube channel. Started recently. Had my first chat with Andy from the Monday Blues. Really good chat. Make sure you check that out. It's just only Carlton on YouTube. I've
Great
got someone
guy,
really
Andy.
special. Yeah, shout out Andy. I've got someone coming on next week as well. He's a bit of a sick cunt. We'll see how that goes, but yeah, check it
He's a
out.
bit of a
Check it
sick
out.
one.
Here we go. See, you can say anything you want on here. As Vince knows, as a Tush knows, as Aiden knows. That's right. We haven't been pulled off the air yet. We haven't lost our memberships yet, but it's incoming after tonight. So
Yeah, I was
it's
just
been a pleasure doing it with you all. Fantastic. Absolutely love the show with Andy. Yeah, it was I loved it too. It was actually a good chat, really good chat. Who else? Read my chat. Oh, where is it? Sorry, Michael. Yes, here it is. Seba, $5. Must have been a good night. I missed Sundays with you, Vince. Love heart. Hit the like button, guys. Fuck TDK,
Miss you too,
Charlie,
Seb.
and Puvani. Dickhead. How's your day going,
We're
man?
here now.
The channel is called Only Carlton. That's what the channel is called. Only Carlton.
Hey,
Link
Mars,
it in
if
the
you don't
chat,
mind,
link it in the chat.
can I
Yeah,
give
I'll put
me
it.
and Seba a bit of a shout out?
Yeah.
Ever since Seba joined our show on Blue Sunday,
Yeah.
our audience has gone up by 200%. I mean, we've gone from 2 viewers to fucking 4.
That's good. That's good, man.
Sorry, 2 viewers to 8 viewers. That's whatever that is. Yeah,
That's all right. Hey, two's better.
Seba's
Eight's
good
better
eye
than
candy.
none, huh?
Looks
or is
pretty
it
good.
6? I can't remember. Anyway, mate, we've more than doubled our audience. So
Good stuff.
what I
Wait,
discovered it was Seba's parents who are now watching the show too.
My mum and dad, yeah. My mum and dad, yeah, probably they are. They actually do watch the show. But yeah, we'll get back on to.
Nah, we've had a
trade.
great year, actually.
We haven't
Uh,
talked about Ben Ainsworth a lot, have we?
Yeah, you know what? We'll start off with go. Henry, hit it. What do you reckon? Ben Ainsworth, tell us.
Ben
You like
Ainsworth
it?
is an
Do you not?
absolute beautiful get. That is going to be an
Yep.
extremely handy pickup, and something that we've been waiting for God knows how long. A crafty
Yeah, I
small
agree.
forward, an experienced small forward. Oh man, I can't wait to see him play in the navy blue. It's gonna be so good. Like, I can't wait to see.
I think
Yeah.
I think Lockie Fogarty might have played his last game for Carlton if Ben Ainsworth can stay fit.
Yep. Oh, love to see that happen, honestly.
I think he's going to be a very good pickup.
Yeah.
I think he'll prove his weight in gold. To be honest, it's a cheap pickup as well. He basically got him for nothing.
Yeah.
I don't know how much he's on, but I'm guessing 500, 600, even if he is on
Why
something
would
like
Gold
that.
Coast let go of a player like that, Mars?
They said that they weren't. Like literally,
weren't.
They
Yeah,
weren't.
and
And then
He wanted to come though, I think.
He
Yeah,
played
that's
every
it.
game. He played every game this year
That's
as
what
well.
I mean. Like he's a very reliable player. I mean, I can't believe they let him go.
I think against Brisbane he had like 37 touches or something. Not 37. I think 32
He had
touches. and I
3
think
goals.
Yeah, 3 goals as well.
He had 3 goals,
They have
13 score
a-
involvements, and like 20 touches.
They have a lot of academy players coming through, and then they have to sign Petrarca and Eagle Hagen, who's apparently on like 900,000 a year. So unless they get him to renegotiate that contract, he's going to
I
get
am going to
paid.
be his personal chef. I told you, I got 2 rooms here, spare rooms, man. I've been wanting this bloke for over a year. I don't know how it came. I actually, when I saw his name and I saw Carl, I'm like, what a load of shit, right? And then I'm like, and then I saw it's just going to happen. I'm like, fuck yes, we're going to get Ben Ainsworth. And you know what? We're sponsoring him next year. Fuck it. We're going to sponsor him. Fuck it. I wanted him last year because he's out of contract. And I saw him like, fuck, he'd be a handy player for us. I think, and we don't have that. And he is that like small forward, but he can also pinch it through the midfield as well. Got a nice kick on him as well. So, look, again, is he a needle mover? Maybe he is. Maybe he can teach the small forwards something that they don't have right now. Hunger, desire, like that want. He's got a bit of balls about him.
He's got a bit of Tom Papley about him, if you know what I mean.
He's got balls.
Yeah.
But we turned. Sorry,
go.
go. Read out Seba's chat.
Seba $5. Oh, Vince, you're making me blush. Ground rules have been laid. Mars, big bad Seba. Yeah, that's good.
Look, we turned
Seb.
Corey Durden. We turned Corey Durden into Ben Ainsworth. How that is elite list management. Like
It is.
Yeah,
right,
that's
like
something.
Corey Durden. And I actually rate Durden. I don't mind Durden. I think he showed something. He didn't show it enough, right? And I'm glad he's gone. Like whatever. I don't care. Fucking if you're not a Carlton, I don't care. But to turn him, who he's never been, I don't think he's ever kicked more than 15 goals in a season.
No.
To Ainsworth, and Ainsworth averages about 20, 25 goals a season. That's a great pickup.
His past 4 years have been 25, 21, 16, 23.
Yeah,
So
he's
that's
about
an
a goal
elite
a game. He's about a goal a game player. If we can get that to 1.5 goals a game and he kicks 30 or something like that, that'd be a massive pickup.
Yeah.
People started complaining that we got rid of our future second walk because we need that for points for Walker. But I don't see it as a big deal.
I don't see a world where we don't get Cody Walker. I trust in the list management enough. You know
Nah,
how
100%
complicated
we're
that
getting
shit
him.
is.
No
So
way
I
we're
don't. Well,
getting
they
him.
know what they're doing. Let's not act like we know more. So
They've been preparing. They've been
Picked
preparing
3
for this
last year out of nothing. How the fuck
Yeah.
did he get picked 3 last year out of nothing?
We got picked 3 out of Wallies.
Yeah.
that's nuts.
He could move into our top 3 again this year if we get the right picks. Off the Eagles, especially.
Have we had any
pick 1 and
bites?
2.
You know how we've put up our pick 9, I think it is, or pick 9 or 10 or whatever it is that we got for DeConning. We're looking to split that, aren't we? Have we had any bites on
yeah, I
that
think
at
so.
all? Because I wouldn't mind betting that something happens there too.
Not sure, but it might be using a deal with Humphrey if we go for Humphrey or Butters or
Something. I reckon something's going to happen with that. Even with the Curnow deal. You watch.
I think we'll trade it for a future first for next year. That pick. I think we'll use it.
Yeah.
I think somebody will give us our future. So in a deal, we'll get it. put it this way: we're going to get a future first anyway. When the Charlie Curnow deal gets done, I'll put it that way. So I think Cody Walker for next year really it takes over itself because what are we going to? I don't know. Maybe we might finish in the top 8. I don't think so. But being realistic, right? Yeah.
I'm going to have to get going, mate. I was just going to leave on one note. Just surely we give the number 1 Guernsey a rest for next year until Cody Walker is ready to walk in the door.
100%.
Yeah.
And 35 goes to Harry Dean. So I can have both.
Sorry, boys, you're going to have to go. Great to see you.
It's time to go! Thank you, Big Vincenz, Blue Sunday, very own. But yeah, I think we'll be looked after next year. For Cody Walker, what are we going to finish? Let's be realistic.
10th.
10th, 9th.
7th to 10th in that.
Yeah.
So
I can't see us moving up the ladder, to be honest. I think we'll just stay at the exact same spot.
We might, you could, who knows? You don't know, but you'll have a future first for Curnow next year, and you'll have your first round next year, and we'll be able to get him. We'll be able to secure him. So I have no issues with that. I think it's this year's pick. So the 9 that we have now, what do we do with it, and what do we get for Charlie Curnow, like a first round this year? How do we move that? And this is where I think that a last day deal, either Butters or Humphrey, one of them comes in. So.
Well, I think that's why I was talking about. Here you go.
What's this? Only Carlton, $14.99. Like, you don't even have to declare. Right. This is getting you demonetized. I couldn't care less, to be honest. Demonetized money, it doesn't matter. But thank you very much.
We need to pay Butters' contract somehow. We'll contribute, right? Start a GoFundMe for him, bro.
I need that.
We should all start a GoFundMe. I'm going to get Rocco back in for the last part of the show, but we should all start a GoFundMe. Imagine. Fuck, where was I? Where were all you people? You were here, you were here, you were here, and you were here. So a lot of people saying, just going through, so 10th, 15th, winning the flag, why not? A Tush, great interview with Andy. 13th, 16th, Jesus. Disappointing guys here, Henry. 7th is a massive go. Who said 7th?
Go-kart.
Oh, shit, 7th.
I don't think...
I'm optimistic 8th, 9th, or 10th. Yep. Charlie going nowhere. Fair enough. Our list isn't shit, and technically we're only losing Charlie. Our coaching was rubbish this season. We will squeeze in the 8. 16th, unfortunately. Fuck, 16. Jeez, that's very low. Next year we will have some pain before it gets sadly better. We'll finish 12th. Rocco's ran 11th. So yeah, it's outside.
Bottom 4 finish would be catastrophic for the team. Like,
hey, can I ask a question?
Wild.
Can I ask a question real quickly to everyone? Now, Voss is contracted until the end of next year, right? Is there a world where he stays after next year? And if so,
no.
where do we need to finish for him to
Finals.
stay?
Finals.
Is it finals? But then
finals
everybody.
Get rid of him still. I'm being serious. I don't care.
What are you talking about? Can you hear me? Because my mic was off for
it. Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah. What are you talking about? You trying to say if you finish top 4, you'll get rid of him?
Oh, wait.
Well, you won't. There's no chance.
Well, I will.
I know you say you don't care, but wait a sec. Look, I you know me, I'm no big fan of Michael Voss, right? But if someone proves themselves, right, and changes everything about the side and changes himself and that, what do you just go, oh, no, bad luck. We've asked you to change. You did change. We've improved, but we're still going to get rid of you. It's
a perfect example.
What world do you live in?
I'm just rage baiting you, Rocco.
But,
of course I can.
Yeah, but you know me, I like to wind up everything. But in seriousness, like, it just all depends on what happens. Like, I don't think he's going to last. I don't think he's got it in him. But what if he does?
But say that we made top 4 and we did an Adelaide and got knocked out. What happens then?
So you get top 4 and do an Adelaide. I don't know, man. That's like far out.
No,
That's a big scenario.
My worry is that if we make top 4 and make another prelim, we'll do what we did in 2023 and say, oh, we figure it out, guys. We won't change the list. We won't change anything. We'll keep everything the same. And then 2027 will be the exact same thing as 2020.
That won't happen, though, Aiden. You know why? Because we've got different people in charge. We've got
That's
completely
true,
different
but
people
I
in
mean,
charge.
that's a good point.
Because I feel like in 23 we bought into our own hype. We started drinking our own bathwater. That's what we did. Right?
Yeah,
We thought we were
100%.
top shit. You know, we don't need to improve our list. We'll back in who we have. We'll top
We-
it up a
we-
bit with Elijah.
We were
and
talking
whatever.
about flags after we bet Geelong.
Bro, we
But
get
listen, let's-
yeah.
I'm going to give all you young fucking tackers here, and we were talking Henry too, because he's the youngest out of the lot, right? When we beat Melbourne, you've never seen anything like that, right?
No way.
Of course, you're gonna get into this euphoria, and you're gonna think that we're back and everything because you've never seen it. But I think
the
we've
ground was
learned
shaking.
a couple. Yeah. And I mean, I got excited too, and I've been through it, But I think now, 2 years down the track, hopefully we've not only as a club, as a supporter base, we've learned something to say, even if we do get to that and we miss out, man, we've still got to improve the next year. We've still got to get better. You know what I mean? We can't be satisfied. I think a lot of people were satisfied after that preliminary final. And that's what we can't be.
I remember for sure. I was satisfied.
I remember last year when we bet Geelong on fan cams billboard, people were talking about, I'm going to come back here when we play finals from Europe, like we're going to make the grand final. Like people were literally comparing our 1995 team to last year's team and saying, do you remember? I'm like, I was one of them, I can't even lie. But I'm like,
I was
second
too.
place, 1.5.
You weren't even born. None of you were born. How can you compare it?
You know why? Because I've just seen our team.
Fucking watch them play.
Bro,
this is what I mean. Like, how can you compare if you don't watch? I'm not having a go at you, but I'm just saying, what people say. I'm like, how can you compare? Oh, maybe you've seen all the games through the year. Maybe you have. Sorry. Like, but what I'm saying is, like, yeah, you would have watched highlights, but fuck.
It's not the same, though. You weren't invested emotionally into that 95 team. None of us except Morocco.
Yeah, I tell you what, when I was
none of them put their boots up.
I remember that. I remember people. I saw a few comments where they were comparing to 95, and I almost spewed in my mouth. Do you understand what it's like? Whoever said before about Bradley, like, mate, do you know who we're talking about?
I remember Bradley. He was one of my favorite players as a kid. I genuinely asked Paul, like, one of my favorites. Joe Adamo said he was bored of winning. Yeah. I remember that. He's like, I'm just bored of winning. You know what? He goes on fan cams and he goes, Terry, you know what? Just bored of winning.
And then what happened again? And then what happened 4 weeks after? Lost.
I love Joe. He's a fucking idiot sometimes. Seriously. I love it. We're at the wrestling event and he's going, Remix Mania, and he goes, you know what, Mars? You think you're toxic? No one's seen me toxic. Watch how toxic I'm going to be next year. I said, shut up. You talk shit. You talk shit. And Rocco and Joe were having the biggest spat. They were losing and they were screaming at each other. I'm like, relax there.
Well, he kept telling me about Voss, man. He kept on trying to convince me that Voss was the man. And I'm sitting there going, mate, I've got a cold. I can't breathe. I can't drink. And you're stressing me out about Voss. Like, relax, bro, mate.
What a
nice.
I
love man. Fuck. People were talking about, grand finals flags.
Yeah, we got ahead of ourselves. A lot of people did.
Way too ahead of ourselves. Fuck.
As I said, you got to, I had my post. I think I still got it. I haven't, I should.
You know what it was?
Screenshot it. I said, you still got to expect more and demand more after 23. And we didn't. We were content. Everyone was content.
Yeah. See what Andrew Russell said in that interview? He goes, at half time, they felt like it felt like a loss when we were 30 up against Brisbane.
Yeah, 100%, man. 100%. You know what it was like, and you're probably a bit young, but remember Delirious from Eddie Murphy? Like he does he's still one of the best. And he does a bit where it's like some guy who hasn't had sex for ages, and it's like someone who hasn't eaten for ages, and then you get a cookie. and you go and you eat it and you go, this is the best damn cookie, right? And then after a while, when you've eaten too many cookies, you go, it's just an ordinary cookie, you know? And that's what that was like. It was like we've been starved of it for so long that when we got there, we just got that overexcited. We didn't know what to expect, and we fell apart. I reckon the team fell apart also.
Yeah, I
I
think
reckon
it got into the players' heads as well.
100%.
We got overawed by the euphoria of the moment, and I think we got stuck in the moment for a while.
We were in the preliminary. Think about it.
We were about 2.5 quarters away of making a grand final. I don't think they got that out of their head for a while.
No, I don't think they did.
And going into 2024, we had the off season. We didn't get anyone, so that already you stood still there. But they started off the season well, and then they fell away.
Yeah,
they were right there. A lot of injuries, yes.
If you want to talk about euphoria, when we went 8-2, people were literally clubbing after that. I swear.
I know.
Yeah, in 2022, yeah.
Yeah, far out.
We beat Sydney
the first game, I walked out of the G, and these people are singing the song all the way down Swan Street. I'm relax, bro. It's round one, man. Relax, man. Serious. John Holden. Sometimes teams need to go backwards before they take a huge leap forward. Just look at the last 15 to 20 years. Most sides do it. They reset, adjust, move players, and go again. Yeah, it's a fair assumption, fair point.
And if we win a flag, I'm not going to be content after. I'll literally be saying, I'll do it again the year after and the year after.
You want more.
It will be so obsessive.
Aiden, you're fucking lying. If we win a flag, you're going to be the first one down King Street naked, bro. Don't fucking lie to me.
Let's win that first one, man. You're already talking about the second one. Just win the first one, bro, man.
Mate, imagine if Henry... Mate, you know what? How old are you, Henry, if you don't mind me asking?
I am 15, just nearly 16.
All right. So you've seen footy properly, let's say 8-9 years properly that you can remember?
Yeah. Yep.
Right?
Yeah, 8-9 years, I'd say. Yep.
So he hasn't really, he's experienced the depths of hell right now.
No. He hasn't experienced shit, man.
No. But Aiden, how old are you?
20.
Aiden. All right. So you haven't experienced shit because now you look at the guy to be your right, left on the screen.
I'm saying
I'm telling you haven't experienced shit because Gokhan and myself, we've got no fucking hair left, right? The best thing we've ever seen was a prelim final. I'm telling you haven't seen shit yet. Wait until you're 30 years deep and you see nothing. Then you want to cry and you pay $1,000 every year. You want to fucking cry every time we go to the footy because all you expect is loss. All I expect is a loss every week. And
you know what's bad about you guys? Just there was that prelim with Melbourne, but before that, the other one,
final.
The final against Richmond.
Oh yeah. The Richmond one. I was there.
We didn't even deserve. We weren't even supposed to be there.
No, but
the Wizard Cup. That's right. We won that.
No,
but before that was against Essendon.
I don't think he's seen 2015, 2018, 2020, 2021.
Yeah,
I mean, he probably has, but he probably doesn't remember it all. I fucking went 2 games literally crying and begging to go home. That's how bad it was. So he hasn't seen nothing when it comes to
I'm 30. It's been pain my whole living memory. I agree. It's just a whole life supporting the team that you love week in, week out. It's just
a social experiment.
I'm convinced Aiden is the only guy that could win 25 million in lotto, pork Sydney Sweeney, and still be miserable and want more. I'm 62. Stuart McQuaid, hello. I'm 62. My hair is grey, but it's long and lush. See, but you've seen 25,000 flags. I'm telling you, man. But I think it has been a good trade period so far. Out of ratings, what would you give it out of 10 so far? I'll go around.
5.
Sorry,
my bad.
I'll start with you, Aiden. Go, Aiden.
5.
All right.
But if we get Karmas and let's say if we get Butters or Humphrey, I'll probably say an 8.5.
Okay. Gokhan?
7.5 so far.
Okay. All right. Why?
Right up there.
I think it's been above average. But the players we've gotten are also like improvements on the current positions, and with what's on the horizon, there's a lot more potential. But yeah, I think if there was a team that's won trade period so far, it'd be us
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
at the moment. At the
Have
moment,
we done the most business so far?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Henry?
6.7.
Okay. We're
Oh,
going
okay.
0.7s. I like it. Going to pro score. Why?
Well,
Why are you
yeah, I mean,
laughing?
Ainsworth.
You little shifty man. Why are you laughing for there? Look at him.
Oh,
Look at him. I know that laugh. I've got a younger brother. Why are you laughing for there, you little shifty man?
It's all right.
The
bro,
wee
don't worry.
man.
Go ahead, Henry. Go on. Go on.
The push-up king. The little wee man.
Dylan in the chat. He knows what's up.
oh shit. Where were we? I forgot.
67. Oh, 6 and 7.
Oh,
6 and 7.
You think, isn't
I had
it?
to do it.
Oh, Rocco's doing it. No way.
oh my God.
I've
That's
heard about that. 6 and 7, 6 and 7. I've heard about
Yeah,
that.
I think. And look at Dylan, of course. Of course, that fucking TikTok brain rot fraud that he is. He's got brain rot, bruv. 6 and 7. All right, 6.7, but why? Give me why. I know why, but give me your real reasons.
Real reason. I think Chesser's going to be. I reckon Chesser and Reedy are really valuable gets, and I can see them exploding in 2026. I feel like both of them have so much potential, literally just sitting there right in front of them. And Ainsworth, as we've all said, he's a matured footballer, 156 games, averages a goal a game. Just what we need as a small forward. But I mean, look, if we can somehow snag a Bailey Humphrey-like player and someone along that calibre, I'd say it'd be an 8, 8.1, something like that.
Okay. A tush, only Carlton.
I think it's been a 7 so far. If you look at the players we've got, man, like Chesser is a low risk investment. Like we got him for nothing. I'm sure he's gonna be better than whoever we would have drafted with pick 41. Look at Liam Reedy. We actually stole him from Freo. No way we got picks back. We gave him like pick 70. We got like pick
You know what I like about him? You know what I like about him? He's got a bit of CUNT in him as well, which we need.
a little bit. Well, I mean, bro, he hasn't been played all year, and he won the best and fairest in the waffle. So
And I think he's an athletic ruck as well, which is pretty good.
yeah, he kicks goals as well. So yeah, I mean, look, the
That's
players
good.
we got in Ainsworth for Durden. I mean, that's a great swap. Taking that every day of the week. I think if we get Hayward and Humphrey, I think this is a 10 out of 10 trade period. I don't realistically, Butters isn't really there. You know, he said he wants to stay. If you look at relatively the players that we could have gotten, 10 out of 10. If we get Humphrey and Hayward in. But other than that,
If we get Humphrey and Hayward with the signings that we've gotten, and if we still don't make finals, fuck him off.
That's a crazy dynamic forward line if we get those two. Oh,
Exactly.
Ainsworth, sorry, but if we get Humphrey and there's
Yeah,
Humphrey and
everyone off.
Hayward.
That's
shout
top
out
eight.
Nick Austin. I'm fucking sick of the Nick Austin slander.
Yeah, they can eat a
Yeah,
bag.
so-
Hot dogs. Rocco, what are you giving us so far? Meaning that we have 3 days left, but what are you giving us so far?
Look, 6 and 7, I reckon. Like about that.
Fucking idiot. Yeah. Fucking idiot.
Nah, but it would be between 6 and 7. It's a it's a little bit of that. Nah, because you think about it, who's available? Who could you possibly have got? And that's the best, we've got. And as I said, I reckon Reedy's a really good pickup. As I said, he just couldn't get a game. You're not going to get a game in front of Jackson and whoever or else. There's no chance. Yeah. So that's right. So he's a good pickup, and as you said, the others and Ainsworth is really good. I'm excited about. It's the first time I've really been excited about a 6 and 7 about a draft for a long time. I think it's good, and I think there's more to come. I think there's going to be a couple more surprises to come, and also getting rid of Curnow. As much as it might hurt some people, I think it could be the best thing that happens to us. once we get our moves. And I think we're going to get a big name player. And I also think that those other picks we're going to get are not only going to help us this year, are going to help us for Walker next year. I'm excited about it. I'm excited to see something different.
Yep. Baggers Unfiltered, Henry himself. I just fell off my fucking chair. If none of you's noticed.
I didn't notice that.
Hey,
That
there's
will
a
be
quote that I like. There's a quote that I like where it's like, this is gonna be really inspirational. Rocco would love this. It's like in the midst of chaos, there's always opportunity. I reckon that's exactly what this is.
100%.
I just have a big feeling that we're going to get a big play if that dickhead dog goes. That's all I'm going to say. I just have a massive feeling. I've been saying for 2 months that if that fucking idiot leaves, we will be getting someone big, and it will be unexpected as well.
It'll be at the end of the trade period.
Sorry to interrupt. Seba just has been messaging me for the last 5 minutes. He said, read this out. I want a tuggy off you if you win the flag.
Yeah, fucking hell.
Jeez. Can we do that on? Can we do that on the show?
Oh, Jesus H. Christ.
That face I've seen a million times. Every time I see that, it's just a scrunched up face.
Is he on a date? Is he on a date?
He's on a date with the girl. And she said you can watch.
Hey, Seba, can you just tell me what his name is? Because you still haven't told me his name.
Who's the lucky guy?
Oh, God, fucking hell. But with all my coverings of it so far, I'm going to give it 6 and 7, 6 and 8. It's been pretty disappointing, Henry, this trade period, hasn't it?
Oh.
He punched his screen.
He's punched the screen.
So far, it's got to be. It's actually got to be a. I'm going to give it a 7-1. I'm going to give it a pro score 7-1. If we can get Buku Kamas in, I don't know how we facilitate that, but if we can get him in along with Ben Ainsworth, Liam Reedy, Chesser as well, and Corey Durden goes out, as you said before, upgrade with Ben Ainsworth. The cancer goes out of the club with Charlie Curnow as well. You get a first-round draft, a second round, a first round next year. Elijah Hollands, see you later as well. McGovern will be said to see you later as well, mate. If that all happens and you get in Humphreys, 10 out of 10. Or Zach Butters, 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
I'm giving it 10 out of 10.
We've lost TDK, but Mars, I'll ask you this, right?
But that's free agency. But yeah.
But still, we've lost him, right? Do you think now getting Reedy in, that's a bit of a 6 and 7 there, isn't it? Like, really, there's that. Yeah,
you know my opinion. Everyone knows my opinion on ruckmans. They're the most overrated commodity on a list.
So have we done all right then? Have we really lost anything?
Yeah, well, he's proved his worth in the waffle. Now, can he translate that to the AFL? Maybe. We don't know yet, right? But he's going to be hungry. He's going to want to prove a lot of people wrong. And he does have the CU next Tuesday in him. So, mate, and he kicks goals as well. And he's a nice mover on the ground as well. So, look, Piternay's got his work cut out for him. He's got his work cut out.
Between him and Piternay, it's definitely going to put a rocket up both their asses.
Yeah.
And we could see something special coming out of either one or both of them. Like, I think it's a great move. I think it's a great move.
And Hudson.
I think the future. I think Hudson could be the future. He
just needs to develop in the twos, and when he gets his chance, he has to take it. So, look, a ruckman always take a while to develop. But my opinion on a ruckman. You don't need a superstar ruckman to win a fucking flag.
All right, so I'm going to give you one more question because I'm sure we're going to go soon. But I'm going to tell everyone, Mars. I'll start with you.
Yep.
What makes it a 10 out of 10 by Wednesday?
Curnow goes. We get Haywood in. All right, Haywood, and then Zach Butters is in, or Humphreys.
Yeah, that makes it 12 out of 10 if we get that.
I'll buy some fireworks. Gokhan, what do you reckon? Does it make it?
Yeah, same thing. So if we can get 2 to 3 first rounders plus Haywood, and then use those first rounders to get a Humphreys, and that's a 10 out of 10. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's a sell. That's an awesome forward line next year.
I agree. Aiden?
I think I'm probably one of the most negative people in the Carlton community. So
Right.
if we can get if that dog goes, because he's a dog, and if we can get in Karmas, or Haywood, or one of Butters or Humphrey, then that's a 50 out of 10.
50?
And I'd be expecting to make finals next year.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's
why
always the
not?
That's
expectation.
fair.
Always.
Yep.
Henry for a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, 2 or 3 first rounders. Curnow gone, and bring in a Haywood or a Humphrey like player, and I would be ecstatic.
Only Carlton, a tush himself.
So yeah, Hayward and a Humphrey. Humphrey or Butters. Butters by himself would be 10 out of 10. But if you get Hayward and Humphreys, get a future first, we're chilling, bro. That's 10.
And Rocco, since you
I
asked
think
the
we're all
question,
on the same. We're all in the same train. The wrong tracks here, but we're on the same train here, man. We need one of them coming in there. We need the first rounder, and I think we need to get next year's first rounder secured, so then we don't stress out about getting Walker, because we'll get the first rounder. So I think they're going to have to be working on getting something for next year, and then getting, like, to me, Butters would be the man. He would be the man. He would be the man to get in there. Yeah. So that would be the 10 and 12 out of 10.
Yep, I agree. Luigi Trotti. I'm 64, but I'm an exile.
Trotti, he's
Yeah.
from Italy.
Yes, but I am an exile. And while Carlton were winning, I knew nothing about it. And now that I can tune in again, I'm like a 30-year-old, hardly ever witnessing success. So yeah, you're like us. It's
true.
crazy. Atush, I'm the biggest smartass buddy. The boys know this. Lol, gotta have a laugh. It's all fro. What's that mean?
It's all from a place. All from a place of love.
It's all from a place.
All from a place of us.
Hey, shout out Johnny Holden. You know, I met him at the Bombers game just briefly, and I got to say Johnny fucking Holden.
Yeah,
That was on my bucket list.
Oh, we'll together. That's right. Dylan 6s and 7s, mate. Get off the fucking TikTok, bro. Brain rot, bro. He's got brain rot. I saw him today. Brain rot. Johnny Holden, even Max Gorn took 7 to 8 years in the system before he was good. 100%.
Yep.
In a realistic world, that's never happening. It might. You never know. You never know with Nick Austin now, and with Graham Wright at the helm. Sean McQuaid, Mars, tell that to Fitzy, Big Nick, and to a lesser degree, even Harry Madden. Yeah, but they're like Fitzy, all right. But they're generational. Look at the last 2 you said, man. Even Gorn, generational. But how many you getting of them in your lifetime?
Not many.
You know, like really top liners. Yeah, like Dean
Cox, and then Max Gorn, like Todd Goldstein.
But you know, Gorn could be one of the best ruckmen ever. If you think about it.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, with what he's done, final captain, how many best and fairest, all Australians, and he continues doing. Oh, look at this, man.
For how long he's done it as well.
Yeah, he's absolutely phenomenal.
Oh, look at the dogs. What's the dog's name?
Got the doggy in the back.
You can't call Charlie Curnow a dog because it's an insult to dogs, man. Dogs are a man's best friend.
No, do you want me to
My
call
dog? You know what he is? He's a rat. That's what he is. He's a dirty rat.
Look at them. Oh, look. Looking them.
One's Charlie, the other's the Coney.
Yeah, exactly.
What are their names?
Charlie
Sadie and Ruby.
Sadie and Ruby. That's typical, isn't it? That's their typical dogs' names, aren't they? Sadie and Ruby. I love it. Cute dogs. But yes, we've hit that time. We're 2.5 hours in. Again, thank you to everyone that joined. Brown Paper Trades, the emergency meeting. That was the Brown Paper Trades edition. We'll be covering everything until the last day. I reckon the last day, do we do a live? Or I might keep it to the end of the week, the live. We'll keep the same format as well. I'll just keep all my
We'll
stuff.
wait till it's all finished, and then, you might do one live at the end.
Mars, you know what you should do?
Yeah.
Last day of trade period. If Curnow's not gone, live stream it the whole day.
All right.
Stay home,
Done.
live stream it.
Ah, look.
Live reactions.
Oh, look, everyone's getting their dogs.
And that one's called Jack Silvani right there.
I'll get my dog. Hang on.
I get it. Oh, here we go. Yeah, oh, look at Cleo. Look at her.
She heard you.
Oh, look at Cleo. This bloke's got Jack Silvani.
You're a dog.
But I appreciate everyone tuning in again. Look, we do have 2 shows as well going on. We have Unfiltered Rocco and Andy on a Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Some bit of fireworks last Tuesday.
Wow, we'll get into that like on Tuesday.
I like it. I do like that.
It was an interesting show, and there was definitely some fireworks, and So,
I like it. It's all
going to talk about next.
Who are you getting on next, Rocco?
We have got someone coming on. He's a very interesting character, and there's a bit of business talk, and there's also a bit of poker tournament talk. So we got something interesting, and then we got a few.
This guy's got another dog.
What's that?
Henry? Oh, look at
George.
You're George.
That's George. Actual
George
Hewitt.
Hewitt.
That's Hewitt.
George.
That's George.
Oh,
That's George Hewitt. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
What's Gokhan? What's your dog's name? Boy or girl?
Bilbo.
Bilbo Baggins himself.
Bilbo. Yeah, that's it.
I love it. I look at you. We love dogs. The man's best friend. You can't call all of those players dogs, mate, because they're not loyal like dogs.
That's
Exactly.
These dogs are rats. They're rats, as it said.
From now on,
Shout out
Aiden,
Deborah's dog.
it's rats.
They're rats. We call them dirty rats. Say it, dirty rats. I love when it says it.
They say the
it.
rats are the first ones to escape when the ship's sinking. So
That's right. They are.
rats.
They are. I don't know if we'll have a Glory Hunters this week. Look, if we do a live after the trade period, we might move the Glory Hunters the next day. So that's at 8 p.m. on a Wednesday night as well. But yes, if you haven't hit the like button, make sure you smash the like button. If you dislike what you see or dislike what you hear, hit the dislike. We don't care. It's all good. And if you're watching this after the live, drop a comment, join in the discussion. I'm sure I'll read your comments.
And make sure you catch up the brown paper trades on a
nightly basis. Usually out at about 7 o'clock. So I know Terry does his trade wrap up at about 6. I get home at 5:30. I record and then it goes up. So Gokhan's dogs 6 and 7, chill. Monday trades accelerate 100%. Poor Andy's Rosary Bees or Rosemary Beats.
Rosary Bees. I'm telling you now. And
Hail Mary. How many Hail Marys was he saying?
That was not put on. He was in a constant state of bloody terror through the whole episode. And when she was doing the reading, if you watch him, those beads got worn out. He was just rubbing it.
Johnny Holden, have a great night and a weekend. Thank you, Johnny. Love you. Johnny fucking Holden. James, my dog's name is Charlie. She's a bitch, though. Well, a female dog is a bitch. Those constellations were flashing. They were. Nick Liparotta, time to watch my boy Roman. Yes, that's what we're getting to. Good stuff, everyone. This is the Walt goodbye right now. Yes, make sure you hit the like button. I know I always ask, but fucking smack it. Trust me, it helps. And if you go across to the boys' channel down below, both of them, smash the like button. It helps a lot.
And subscribe, man. The subscribe's a big thing too, man. It really helps the algorithm. And if you do want something different, I'm just going to chuck in my own one, is make sure you get onto.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Bada Bing.
History with Rocco. I did Rasputin. Next week's one on Monday night, we do Scientology. Ronald L. Hubbard. Let's get straight into the religious part of it. So that's the one that's dropping on Monday. Yeah, so if you get down there, make sure you get to the channel, subscribe. That really helps me out too. But everyone in the chat and that, you're a bunch of stars, man. Thanks for joining us.
And this one before we leave, this is a bomber. Rocco Moro. Bo and myself almost got into a fight with a tosser from Midland last night. Fucking hell. Trust a dirty fucking box head and an Italian. Trust them not to get into a fight. Oh
That
my
is-
god. Oh my god. I wonder what it was over. It would have this other bloke would have been drunk 100% in the Midland.
Fantastic. I want to see that. I hope they video it.
Anyway, thank you to everyone. Thank you to the boys. Thanks to everyone that joined us tonight. Love yous and leave yous and go Blues.
See you, boys. Have a good